Hi.
Yeah.
Welcome to episode 350 of the UK's number one show to do vaping. That is the UK Vape Show broadcast from the UK. I am, of course, Vaping with Vic. And joining me, as always, is the wonderful, marvellous Adam from What's That Behind You?
What's that behind you?
A load of old
Bringing
mods.
Bysdale by the looks of it. It's like he's just come back from a church hall.
Look at yeah, I need to get rid of all that later on, and I don't know.
Bric-a-brac.
I don't know if I'm going to touch the history shelves. I might just keep them, but there's all those mods there. I'm getting rid of the stuff over there first. And of course, also joining us is the equally wonderful, marvellously, phenomenally awesome. I was running out of words there for a minute, and then it just popped into my head.
Large.
Mr. Aiden from Little Bro Vape Reviews.
I used to say yo, yo, yo once.
Let's pick on Aiden this week because we picked on Adam last week.
It's an absolute simple one. I've been working loads this weekend, and I've just had two pod devices on the go. The Lux Pro X, and I've also got the Oxford 1E. With some chubby salts, which this is quite nice. This is the Blue Araz Lemonade, which I've been enjoying. And as always, a little bit of the Zeus juice. Zeus, and that is me. That's how I've been rocking and rolling all weekend and yesterday and today.
And that was Aiden, short and sweet. On to Mr. Adam. You've got no sound, Adam.
You're muted, Adam. Are you blowing your nose?
I wasted my fucking gag then and all.
Sorry.
What a twat. I even went, and this one goes out to the sexy people on the replay. And I was going to ask people for the hand checks. Because obviously we're still on that stealing content run, aren't we?
I get a replay.
I love that. I do love that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this very, very special evening. I, for one, have stuck to my guns this week and carried on being a real vapor. I actually rebuilt and re-wicked the Pulse AIO 1.5 earlier on. And in there, I have something cloudy. I have a bigger coil. So last week I had one of Chico's really, really small, nice little Nick Salty coils.
Oh, yeah.
But I've put some of this, which is double concentrate, blue cherry burst by Riot, sneaky, sneaky. Not allowed to be shown, but sneaky, sneaky. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. I am jumping on that pod wagon. I've got the X-Ross again with the weird, crumply sort of back bit that I really don't like.
But see, I went back to that, and you're right. There is a odd texture going on with that back
I don't like
bit that
it.
I never noticed before.
Yeah. And the worst thing is, it's one of them that I don't like, but I can't help but rub it. It's like when someone tells you not to. But you can't help it. In quite a leaky
I'm like
pot.
that every morning.
Exactly, and that's why my whole computer screen is zoomed into 150 a minute. It's huge.
Maybe watching midget porn.
Yeah. Usual case. B60. In that, I have got some Riot lemon and lime. Really, really good. Really, really good. And to be fair, that's me.
Wow, everybody's short and sweet. So this
Well, we
week,
thought we'd do that so we could get on with what we're doing.
Yeah, it's a big night.
yeah, we're not pugs and go on for hours and hours and hours showing off the stuff that we don't vape on our table. Hi, pugs. Anyway, moving on. Osiris 30. I'm fucking loving this tank. Osiris 30mm peach custard on the G2 because for some reason the old G class just won't fire this tank. Don't know why. And this
Have you had any problems with the 510 pin? Some people are saying that they've had problems with leaking the 510 pin. I've had no problem at all.
I've had no issues with it. No issues. And this is the first time this has happened. In fact, it's the second time. The first time this happened was with the Geek Vape Griffin and then the Geek Vape Griffin 25. I am vaping on two tanks from the same company. It's never happened since the old Geek Vape Griffin. This is the Osiris 25, which has replaced the Blaze that I used for like fucking 8 months. Good tank though, the Blaze. So it's a Osiris 25. I have got Black Vine in here, and I've got it on the old branded Q Mini from the folks over at an SX Mini, and usual mouth to lung setup. Albrecht 2 with the last dregs of Drake's Reserva on the Oxford, because I said no, it's not Oxford. Is it Oxford?
It is the Oxford Unibox.
I said Vapefly last week. Yeah, it's the Oxford Unibox, and that's it. The usual 3 setups, folks. Not a pod in sight. Yes.
But don't forget, we're making pods cool. That's what it is. We're making pods cool again. They've never been cool, so I don't know why I said again, but we're making pods cool. For the people that are coming off the disposables, we are making the pods
You know
cool.
it, Anki. Sorry.
Dick.
Somebody soundbite that. That's brilliant. Dick.
But we are making pods cool. That's the thing. We are making pods cool. For the people that are entering the quit smoking journey in the next foreseeable future, when everything goes tits up.
Quit October.
Exactly. Quittober.
Stoptober. It's called Stoptober.
Quit October's better. I prefer that. Stoptober. But
Stoptober sounds better.
For the people who are going to be losing an entry level, we need to give them an entry level. So if you're watching this on a replay, let's say in 6 to 8 months' time, when there's no more more of the rippy open, throw it away.
We're showing you the entry.
The entry. I'm showing you my entry. Not only do I get my bag out, I'm showing you my entry.
You can tell what sort of show this is going to be.
But there are plenty out there. We're making them cool. We're making them cool.
Was that for you letting know Scuba? Because he's obviously doing sign language.
Scuba needs sign language. So you take it away. You take it away.
Well, no, I, you know what it's like. You start getting that slight bit of where there's dead air, and I'm like, I don't like that.
On you go. You Aid, and you introduce the auction stuff.
Well, no, it's your auction.
All right, fine. I'll do it then. That means I need to fucking work and stuff. I'm just going to sit here and chill out all day. So, episode 350. You've probably seen the splash screen that was up. Did I remember to put? Did I remember? I think I did remember that. You all know why you're here, right? There's an auction going on. So the way that this is going to be working out, and we're starting it off today with this episode, apart from next month, because me and Aidan are going to be sitting drunk in a hotel at this time next month, but roughly the last Thursday of every month there's going to be a mini auction. This auction is a bit special though. Instead of the normal 5 boxes or 6 that I'm going to be throwing in, we're doing 10. And the proceeds are going to be split 50-50 between myself, because I need money, and a very, very special Just Giving page. And it's for the daughter of Mick. We all know who Mick is, the El Ananas show. LNVS?
Yeah.
LNVS, the late night vape show. Mick's daughter is suffering from terminal cancer. And the whole point of the fundraiser is to basically give her and her family enough money for memories, essentially. Go out on a holiday, go out on trips, that kind of thing. Good memories for the kids. And that's where half the money is going for this particular auction. The auctions that will follow this one, not next month, because again, me and Aidan are going to be drunk in a hotel next month, but the one for November and going forwards is probably going to be split between me and children with cancer. So this auction is 10 boxes, but the normal auctions are going to be 5 boxes, so I don't get stressed out. Thank you.
It's for an amazing cause, and obviously Mick's got some videos up on the Late Night Vape Show channel. If we have got anyone in chat who can link his channel in here, you'll be able to see the story leading up to this. It is, do you know what? Forget about the Expo Fund. This is an absolute great cause. And obviously, it's sad news, and personally, I always feel really proud when we're doing it for something that is like completely deserved. And Mick, our love is with you, and
massive amount.
And
but
support.
also, obviously, I've been putting in there. There is the GoFundMe page in there. So if you're not buying from this auction or winning the auction, please get yourself over there. The link's going to be posted quite often all the way through. Get it over there, even if it's just a $5. Every little bit helps, as we've said before. And also share this link out of this show.
Yeah.
So the more people that we get here, the more chance we've got of raising as much money as we can.
Yeah.
And it's a fantastic cause. And obviously, Mick's always supported everything I've done for the charity work. And it's such a sad story. But I want to say is that your daughter is one hell of a strong lady.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we wish you all the best.
So there is going to be very simple rules for this, because the more rules you pile on top of these auctions, the more I get fucking stressed out. Right? Number one, it's open worldwide. Right? There's no liquids in this. It's all hardware. So it should be a lot easier for customs, let's say if you're in Germany or France or the United States or even Canada for that matter. Australia? I don't know. But it's open worldwide, right? Hopefully your customs is not going to stop the package. Secondly, again, as Aidan said, if you want to donate but not take part in the auction, do it via the Just Giving link. Don't do it via the PayPal link. The PayPal link that you're seeing up there is for the auction winners to actually put their auction in. Are we going to be running this like 5 minutes per auction, guys?
Yeah.
So it's going to be on a 5-minute timer. 5-minute timer. All of these mods are former review samples. There is no packaging. There is no instructions. But then again, I mean, you're all advanced vapors, so you know how to use a mod. There is a couple of mechs in here. So when the mechs come up there's going to be warnings and stuff, know your Ohm's law, all that crap. And that's basically it. I'm keeping the rules nice and simple. At the end of this, the final tally will be shown on screen. Half the money will be split. Half of it goes to the Just Giving page for Mick's daughter, and the postage is going to be paid out of my half. That's the way that I'm going to be running this one. And there we go.
I think that ran smoothly. Let's hope the rest.
I think you deserve a round. Can we have a round of applause in chat, please?
Well done.
Because we all know what these turn out like. This is going to end up a bit of a screamy mess. There's some really, really good prizes. If you haven't already, if you're part of the Facebook group and everything else, you'll have seen some of the pictures. There is some pretty decent stuff in there. There is some
also, ladies and gentlemen, there is still time for you to get your casters' questions in. We will be doing that in between the auctions. So there is plenty. I think, is there about 6 or 7 people? That's all. Get your comments in now.
Yeah, and the thing is, this week I put in the group that it is a very special show, so let's have some special questions. They can be anything related, but not only that, the winner gets a cookie, and I stand by that, and you will get a cookie. I don't know how I'm going to sort it, but you'll get a cookie.
Well, you'll have to post it, and if it breaks up, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
It'll end up being cookie crumbs by the time it gets to the fucking letterbox.
Well, just think you can use it as a base for a cheesecake.
That'll work. There we go. Base for a cheesecake.
Exactly. Dual purpose cookies. Dual purpose cookies. Vic, so we can get potential best of the best, do you want to tell him what's in box number 1?
Oh,
so we can let's get it rolling.
Or shall I do even better? Shall I show him?
Yeah, it's because like Aidan's got all the pictures. On you go, put the picture up, Aidan. Put the picture up.
I will. Yeah, I will. It's on that one. It's all right. I changed where I was.
So,
box number 1.
What we have here in box number 1, and I need to look at these because I can't fucking remember now. Hold on. So we've got the Puma, and that's that graffiti-looking thing in the middle. Anyone remember the Puma?
We were talking about this before we went live.
There was a load of different
absolutely
patterns.
corky mod, and it is so light, isn't it?
It's extremely light because it's ABS plastic all the way through, but there was variants and variants and variants of those things. From what I remember, there was only something like 200 of each variant made in that pattern, then they switched to the next pattern. So you've got the Puma in the middle. That double barrel clone-looking thing at the end is from what?
The Aspire Zelos.
That's the one. It's the Aspire Zelos. And a very fetching baby pink. Okay, moving on again. Next to that, I'm using the black version of it. It's the Unibox from the fine folks over at Oxford. You can even still see the little... See where the screen is? There's a little tab down there. I still haven't peeled the screen off.
I call it the satisfaction sheet.
It was Vapor Storm.
Vapor Storm, the Puma. That was the one. Vapor Storm Puma. And that's what's up for grabs in the first package. Yes.
Oh.
Suits you, sir.
So all biddings should be in pounds, not confusing dollars. And bidding starts now. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Well,
Vape Stone. We were talking about I've got one here. We all reviewed them, didn't we? God, I don't know how many years ago, but we all reviewed them. But we went. Me and Adam was walking around. Vic was there, and me and Adam was walking around an expo, 2017, 2018. It might have been somewhere around about there. And we were looking at the designs. They actually had one of these they were all graffiti with somebody smoking on them.
Yeah. Somebody
There were a
smoking
bloke on
a
with
cigarette.
a cigarette. We all read it at the bottom. It could have been a spliff light, but it was obviously still smoking. You wouldn't think they did that on a vape device, would you?
There was, if you remember, at the time, there were quite a few different sort of lightweight sort of moddy stuff. And there were Tesla who did one in the same sort of ilk. There were that one, but the thing is, the Tesla was very boring in display.
Yeah.
That one, literally, there was some absolute banging graphics. I think the one that you've got is like the Mexican Day of the Dead kind of vibe, isn't it? The Coco. Then they did the samurai and the smoker.
Yeah. There was some really, really, really good designs at the bottom, but you would have thought they wouldn't have put anything with smoking on it.
It's a kind of roller skatey one with skeletons on it or something.
Yeah, the logo.
I think he was right as well, wasn't he, Adam? There was a limited edition. There was only so many of them out.
Yeah, they were cracking. They were absolutely cracking. And the thing is, I always found with those like super light kits that the moment you put dual 18650 in it, it swallowed that weight of that dual 18650. Like you'd hold it and it wouldn't make much difference. There were quite a few.
Again, the Unibox when that came out, that was was it straight away after the Oxford Origin?
There was something like, I think it was like a month and a half gap. Because if you look at the original Oxford Origin and look at this from a distance, they kind of look very bloody similar. The difference was this thing at the back, but it was based off the Origin. It was definitely based off the Origin.
The Unibox was the one that came. It's waterproof, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
it's the one that came in that display box.
No, you sure that was the Unibox?
I'm pretty sure it was the Unibox that came in that funky light water display box.
Because I've got that fucking miniature.
You've got the box.
Yeah, I've got the aquarium tank upstairs. Yeah, I think it might have been the Unibox after all.
Was it?
Because it's got the screw bottom, hasn't it?
Is this bottom part sealed? Yeah, there's an O-ring on it.
Yeah.
And the USB's covered with a rubbery thing as well, so that must have been this one then.
So it's waterproof as well, guys.
Yeah, it's waterproof as well.
So you can vape in the bath.
Yeah.
Although your tank would fill up with water, so what's the point?
Do you know what? That's one thing that really bugs me with IP68 rated pods. Right? I can promise you this, right? I live a very posh life. I have a posh thing that goes across my bath that I can watch my tablet on and have a cup of coffee or what normally happens is my vape goes in it. Now, the B60 is IP68 rated. It's waterproof, dustproof, shockproof, and all that malarkey.
Yeah.
The kit is, when you pick it up and you go, oh, it's got in water, and you try and vape bath water.
Yeah, not good.
The pod is not.
Well, don't worry about it. A bit later on, Anki, you can then have me at Expo. Can you remember Wismec came out with one and they had a speaker and that was waterproof?
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
It was not waterproof, it was drizzle proof, and it's the Wismec Active.
But they were trying to make out the way they did the marketing was, and it had a speaker on it. But
there's a speaker.
Can you remember what Mar battery that was?
Oh, fuck it.
About a 3 Mar.
Because it's inbuilt, isn't it?
Yeah, it's inbuilt.
2,000 Mar battery.
Yeah.
So you're going to get 2 hours of vaping, 1 hour of listening to it, and the other time you're going to be drowning.
But it turned. We were actually selling them till not long ago. We had the limited edition black and orange ones.
Yeah.
So they had the black speaker with the orange trim.
Yeah.
And if you read the box, it says nothing about waterproof. It says splash proof and drizzle proof.
Because they changed it.
Yeah, you could walk around with it in the rain as long as you covered it.
Yeah, the fuckers changed it because of the marketing.
Yeah. Just again, going on to the other one, the Zelos. So I take it this one's the first Zelos, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the first one. And I fetch in pink colour.
The Zelos 3K. Is the Zelos 4 come out yet?
I think they're up to the
Three
5
came
now.
out with the, it came out with the Nautilus 3, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Which again, with the Nautilus 3, which I'm really happy about, is that they went back to the normal sort of, hi Jackie, the normal, the normal, the normal sort of shape of how the Nautilus really looked. Because they went and did the Nautilus 2, and I was so disappointed with the Nautilus 2. Came out looking like a bell.
Yeah, the Nautilus 2 was a weird design.
It was not just that. The whole top section came off.
Yeah.
It was the 2S that was the bell, and it had the fluted drip tip. But as you pulled if you pulled the top cap too much, if you unscrewed it incorrectly, you could pull the whole top cap off and just leave the glass on.
Yep. It was a weird design, and the bid's closed.
What we got?
High of 33, and I think it might be Mr. Dobson. We'll find out when Gaily Bops types in. Oh, I need a bit of paper to write down. No,
I'm doing it.
No, there we go. Aiden's doing it. Winning bid, 33 quid, Mr. William Dobson. Okay, Mr. Dobson, you've just won all of this. There we go, and what I'm going to be doing is there's going to be 10 packages, so I'll split the packages in half. First 5 will be getting sent out Monday, second half will be getting sent out Wednesday. What you need to do, William, is, first of all, the winning 33 quid. Very top of the chat, you're going to see the PayPal link. Pay it in there, and once you've paid it, type in chat that you've paid it, and then once you've paid it, you need to send an email to .uk. You need, oh crap, help if I actually selected the fucking window when I'm typing. Hold on.
Someone mentioned auction, and I see a very familiar face.
What you need to do, Mr. William, once you've paid it, you need to send an email to victor@vapingwithvic.co.uk with your name and your address. Yes.
And just to let you know, people, again, if you've not seen what's happened or what things that have gone on, the Lincolnshire Live did a story on everything that unfortunately that's taken place. Mixture sent me through the link, so you can just have a little look at this. I'll post that in so you can actually read the story, and you can see unfortunately what she's had to go through.
Yeah.
Which is, again, this thing, it brings back memories of a lot of what I went through with my Louise, and I'm so lucky that she's here, and it's just absolutely a heartbreaking story. So it's not that you're just getting a bit of vape stuff or auction. You are really helping a family create dreams.
You are.
And moments that they can keep forever. And it's just a absolute gutting story. But look, we're here to do for a great cause. So please dig as deep as you can. Again, if you're not getting involved in this auction either, we keep posting the Just Giving page. Get over there, even if it's just a $5. And if you've got absolutely nothing, doesn't matter. Share this stream out. Let people know. Get them over here.
Thumbs ups brings people in. Sharing the stream brings people in. Even if you can't afford, it's not a bad thing if you can't afford. We do know that times are hard, right? But if you've got a spare penny or a pound, drop it into the Just Giving. Not only that, get it all shared around. Just the furthest, and I know we're not the only ones doing something for this, so if you can
Saturday, you've got the Saturday show, lads. Like normal, they're a fantastic bunch of lads on a Saturday, and they do it, they jump on it straight away.
Exactly.
And again, vape community, we talk about it, and Mick's a massive part of that. He's always there to support everybody. So, please have a read of the story. It is a very, very sad story, but you can also see Louise is massively a strong lady as well.
She is.
Have a read of it, and you can see what we're doing it for.
Absolutely cracking. Like we said, thumbs up, share the stream. People in makes things a little bit easier, because the more people know, the more people can help. And that's what this community always does. It always clutches up. It always provides support, and we all do what we can.
William, 33 quids in, it just popped up. Don't forget to email me your address.
For that, William, I'm going to read your question.
See, Louise, if you just looked at your emojis and put hearts in it, that's my wonderful wife in chat. She put hearts. There you go. Love you, Lou.
Do I have to sit here with my thumbs up as I cannot type? Exactly that. Just sit there like that, looking at your stream.
With your head
not
back, shoulders forward. Wick.
Don't do that. We went to a wedding not long ago, right? And the DJ just did he really not read the room, right? He played YMCA. You've got all grannies and all granddads up, getting it some of that. And then he played that. Thumbs up, heads back, knees bound, trying to get him to do like something along those lines. And they all went, bugger this, and walked off. I'm not saying it's going to cost you £33 every single time, but if you have written a story, I will prioritise. Mr. Dobson writes in, Fluff, Planet Shuffle, age can't remember. And so this Nexus class starship leaves the planet forever hard, and most of the crew is sore. From the 58% beer we took down after being on rations for a week, we are now heading to the Queed Pulsar, which is our final destination. Oh, best find another destination, Mr. Dobson. To all casters of the #1 UK vape show, we have all gathered at a pub as Vic is buying rounds from the proceeds of the auction. And yes, it is a rare occasion. And Vic's purse will probably have a panic attack after not being opened in such a long time. But then, suddenly, poof, flash, bang, big swirly thingy. When the smoke clears, you all find yourself in the same pub. So Vic is still buying rounds, but it's now 2 years on into the future. What do you think has changed in the vaping world? Then Vic sees the new price list for beer, and thud, he passes out. And don't forget, Vic goes last.
Oh, fuck off.
I don't know exactly what would have changed, but what we talk about this week in week. I'm hoping that they get a bit of better battery technology. I really do, and obviously I'd love to see the solar panel mod come out. But yeah, I'd like to see battery longevity get a lot longer.
What do you want about? You want to see that solar panel?
Even if I've got to wear a builder's hat with it as well. Yeah, I know my brother did on his show, and Steve, they were talking about like electric cars. I've never worked out why. Do you know, like, sort of how years ago we used to power our lights on a bike?
Yeah.
We used to have a dynamo, didn't we, on the wheel? So why aren't they making something that's being able to go on both back wheels that actually then charge the batteries that are already charged?
Because you'd need a bloody big hamster.
Yeah, but if you think about it, even if it part charged it.
Kinetic energy. So part of the hybridization of hybrid cars is that. So what it does is the diesel or petrol motor kicks in and smacking microphone and charges the batteries as the wheels are turning in the dynamo sense, and then changes it back. Now, I think it's mostly because of weight. So if they were to use that kind of technology on something that's already got a massive power pack, don't forget that Tesla, Toyota, and a lot of other car manufacturers are now working on different battery technology to make batteries lighter.
Yeah.
But I also thought as well, they've got a ginormous shell there. Why don't they make the shell out of solar panels? So when it's parked up, it's charging them.
I like that idea.
It'd be fucking expensive.
Do you know what? You could call it like carbon fibre.
The thing is, though, I mean, if
Bye, Jackie.
Bye, Jackie. The thing is, if you're going to be doing that and turning the entire shell into one big solar panel, if you get into a little fender bender or a little pranging, those solar panels are fucking expensive.
Yeah, but surely we could nowadays get them a lot cheaper than what they were years ago.
They're still fucking expensive.
Well, that's their job, isn't it, though?
To make things cheaper.
If India can fly a thing to the back of the moon, then surely we can make cheaper solar panels.
You would think we could. How you doing, Simple Vape, aka Toma?
Do you know what? Right, and this is going to be something that we've gone over a million times. I would like to see innovation in the way of actual batteries that are designed for vapors. And we've kind of had it with the 21700s, but the companies didn't really latch onto it.
No, they didn't.
They instantly, there's a couple of them that went 21700, but they instantly went back to 18650s. Now, with the innovation into batteries that's happening at the minute, surely we can get a stabilized lipo pack that's not going to swell and burst or anything along those lines. Maybe we can go down the route, and it's pretty much similar to your idea: sustained battery life that will last you days, but also have a recharge cycle that's incredibly good. Now, the other side of it is there's not necessarily, unless something comes out game changing in the next couple of years, there's not anything necessarily that can be changed around sort of coil and wicking. We've tried it. We've tried bamboo pulp. We've tried paper pulp. We've tried
Big Love Vaping Head.
We've tried all sorts of others. We've tried all sorts.
Do you know as well? I always say tea tree. That's what you put in your hair, isn't it?
Yeah. That's that ball stingy stuff.
Yeah.
But we've seen so many tries and tribulations. We've seen ceramic. We've seen different types of coil. We've seen
the vibrating one as well from like Unisonic.
Usonisig.
Yeah.
I don't know that one. Yeah.
But I would really like to see something that's efficient. We work on efficiency nowadays, whether it be engine efficiency, whether it be heating efficiency or anything else. So why not look at something that's going to be a little bit more efficient with your liquid? So when you think about it, you run a 0.15 ohm coil, whether you build yourself or use stock coils, and you think about how quick we can go through. And I know there's something in temperature control that could probably sort this, but you think about how quick we can go through 100 mil of liquid on a 0.15 ohm. So why not? Let's work on something that's going to create efficiency in the vaping industry.
Would that actually happen, though? That's the thing.
I think, one, it'd be kind of beneficial, because if you think of the amount of people that would be able to get into vaping if they knew that their 100 mil would roughly last them. Not last them exactly, but roughly last them.
Wouldn't it be absolutely fantastic as well? If obviously we're talking about the future, if we had a Willy Wonka juice.
Oh, yeah.
Like the everlasting Godstopper.
Oh, yeah.
I said God instead of God then.
It just never ends.
Everlasting Godstopper.
Vaping and vaping.
But yeah.
As for me, I just want to see Disposables gone. That's it. I don't ask for much. I want to see Disposables gone, and the return to the dual battery box mod stock coil sub tank kit. That's what I want to see.
Scott Brown, illegal.
Not asking for much. Not asking for much.
That's the easiest way to respond to that question. Illegal.
Oh yeah.
Again, if you went to a reputable company like, just say, Geek Bar, and it just cost us 7,000 poofs.
I understand that, mine. I absolutely understand that. Which is why I leave that answer to the ethos of the scientists instead of myself and trying to explain. But do you know what, right? This is going to sound really stupid. 7,000 puff disposables. Like, the reputable companies are not sending them this way, right? They know full well that they're not for sale, which instantly puts a downer on a lot of disposables that are coming over the border. Yep. Because they're not MHRA tested, please look at them this way. It's a knockoff. It may be made by a reputable company, but it's a knockoff. And that's the easiest way to sort of differentiate.
It has that little thing on it, and you can scratch it off and go and check it on the website.
Yeah. But even
they're being faked, though. The scratch things, they're being faked as well these days.
Yeah. But it's not just that. So did you know that a lot of these... So this is the minor nitty-gritty stuff. But you know, some disposables are still containing diacetyl. Even the sort of proper ones, because they're not being MHRA tested, and there's a lot of countries that have stopped the use of diacetyl, but there's a lot of countries that still you're able to put diacetyl in your liquid. So if we want to be nitty gritty and just say, right, we know that we're not going to get popcorn lung. We know that's not going to happen. We know diacetyl is not going to cause that, but we went stop. Don't use it. It's easier. And the ones that are coming through, they could have anything in them. That's the big thing.
Just a shout out to the Vaping Hid. You need to press refresh, buddy. I think you're a bit behind the stream.
Okay, box 2 time.
Let's go, baby.
You get 10 of these we need to get through.
Go, 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 go.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh.
It's just, oh fuck, I've just selected the wrong damn window. It's that one. There we go. Squish you down. So, up for grabs, we have got on the very far left, we've got the only Aegis to have a big ass screen on it. I think it was was it the X or Z200?
The X.
The X, right. It was the X200. In the middle, we've got one of my, it's a decent little single battery mod. It's the cream heeled single battery mod from the folks over at Vapefly, with the screen on top next to the 510, and that thing on
the racist. That's the racist voice controlled one, isn't it?
This one's not voice controlled.
Oh.
That thing on the right hand side is one of iJoy's last major releases before they vanished into the ether because people started laughing at them. I can't remember what the fuck it was called now, but it's not even variable wattage. That big, huge, twisty knob on the front is variable voltage.
Oh.
It's voltage based, it's not wattage based. So this is that mod on the very right hand side, all you people that like to use drippers and that and you're not a fan of wattage, yeah, that fella was variable voltage based and it went all the way up to something like, I'm looking at the front now, 7 volts apparently, 6.9 up to 7 volts that thing could pump through. Can't remember what the hell it was called, but I do remember it was made by iJoy.
That Krelmhilder is a reflection in the iJoy.
I was just trying to read that as well. I'm like,
yeah,
it looks like the climax.
Oh, hold on, the name's in the back. It's the iJoy Zenith.
Zenith.
That's what it's called. The iJoy, well, it says it in the back of the mod, iJoy Zenith.
It says fucking Oxo on a bus, but it doesn't mean it's in it, does it?
And that's what's up for grabs in this box, folks.
That means stop sharing, Fatty.
The Aegis X is worth it alone. It is an absolute beast. And it's not too massive either. The thing is, it's dual 18650. Look at that. Look at that nubbin on the front.
One that's like variable voltage. I don't know what the hell they were thinking, but that's
You're not supposed to be saying this, Vic. You're supposed to be selling it.
Sorry,
right? You're not supposed to be going, I have no idea what the fuck they were doing with this kit.
Was it, would it work as like a, not a pedometer, what's it called?
Pedometer.
Pedometer, that's it, not a pedometer.
You
pedometer.
You mean potentiometer?
That's the one.
That's the one.
I'm talking about how many steps you've took.
Yes.
It's basically a big potentiometer. That's all this thing is in the front. No screen because the numbers are actually written right round the side there. It's just 7 volts max. I think this thing could push through. Battery door is.
That's quite. You've got to think that's quite high. So to 7 volts, what would you think the wattage would be?
Oh, you've got to be
it depends on what coil you're using.
Yeah, it depends on the coil, but if it could pump 7 volts, it could achieve 200 watts, no problem. Although it's 2018 650, so that 200 watts won't be sustainable. But this little fella, fucking loved this mod.
Yeah.
Screens at the top, see it's all shiny, I clean them all up as well, because these are all review samples, by the way. I used them for maybe a month and a half for testing. Some of them I maybe used for 2 months, but this was a cracking mod, the cream heeled. The tank was pretty damn good as well. And there we go. Bidding's already open, ready up to 30 quid.
Already up to 30 quid. The honestly, I kid you not, the Aegis X is worth that.
Oh, yeah, just because of the screen.
I adore that. And it's Gorilla Glass on the front as well. So it's not even
huge
like cheap plastic.
You know, the plastic's got Gorilla Glue on it as well.
But it's essentially an L200
with a big screen.
That's had all the gubbins taken up and put on the side. Yeah. And the screen is massive.
Hold on, let's have a look at the screen actually. Because I loved this thing. Because my eyesight, at the time I got this in, my eyesight was not fucking good. You can open up, thank you. So it's negative, and then it's positive.
I fucking love it when he does stuff like that.
What?
Which way battery?
Mr. Magoo does vaping.
Look at this size of
it's a brilliant little bit of kit.
Fucking huge screen in this. Love this thing.
You can actually change them screens as well,
Yeah,
can't
you
you? You
could.
can change the way it looks.
Little wallpapers and stuff in here.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I've already tested these mods, so I know they all work, but just to be sure, before I ship them out, they're going to be tested again to make sure they actually switch on in Vape.
So you know how shiny they are now? They're going to have Vic's fingerprint back on them. Because he's not shining them up again. He's not going to sit there going like that.
Yeah, well, he'll be spitting and polishing. I just knew that you were behind Vaping Ed because everybody else was talking about something else. I'm like, refresh.
Mr. John the Builder, the wonderful Chicos, is in, and he says a 0.16 ohm for 7 volts, it will give 300.
Yeah, and I think the lowest this could go was 0.1 from what I remember.
Ooh.
I'm sure it was 0.1 for the Zenith. It was either 0.1 or 0.15. It was one of those two.
It'll probably kick out 300 watts for about 3 nanoseconds.
Yeah, and then the Dual 18650s will go, nope, fuck you.
Yeah.
See, the reason why I said the Zenith, obviously, when you talk about the Zenith, you always think of Anakin, don't you?
The Anakin Zenith, yep.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when you said Zenith, and I'm
Says it
thinking
in the
Zenith.
back. There it is there.
Yeah.
Zenith.
Honestly, when I seen it, if you remember back, there was the iJoy voice controlled mod that was racist, that wouldn't understand your accent.
That plus I was talking into the wrong bit.
Yeah, we're talking. He had it backwards in his hand.
Yeah.
Now, what had happened was and I tell you what, it was May, and it was beautiful, wasn't it? It was like we were all getting hit by mosquitoes, and Jules' mama Vapes was trying to use it, and she was like, "I can't use this. This isn't working right." And he went, "No, pass it here. I'll do it." Turn on. Nothing happened. Whatever it was called, turn on. He still worked this, and he went, turn it around. He got it wrong way around.
I was talking about the fucking back. Fucking stupid idea, that mod.
Are you actually a vape reviewer? Oh, you're brilliant.
Maybe you should have a pod.
Yeah. It's a lot easier.
Turn on.
Tom was asking, any tanks?
Nah, because tanks, second-hand tanks, nah, they'd need to be fucking cleaned 30 billion times and ran through fucking alcohol. It's too much hassle.
The last thing you need is this spit.
For the ladies and gentlemen that are joining us now, can we please have a refresh on what this is all for and what we're doing it in aid of? And obviously, the ladies and we've got an auction closed first.
Oh, who won?
Charlotto. No?
We'll soon find out.
That was something else. No, that was something else. Village was
Shelter.
waving.
We'll find out.
Oh, how you doing, Village? When an auction's on, Village always shows up.
I love
How you
Village.
doing, Village?
Gary's in as well.
Oh, Gary's in. Sorry, guys, there's no high-end stuff in this. Alan Vickery. Well done, Alan. 33 quid. Okay, Alan, you've heard what you need to do, but I'm going to repeat it anyway. Up at the top of the chat, there's a link to my PayPal. Put your winning bid in there. And then once you've put your winning bid in, what you need to do, Alan, following that up, is go to Did I type that right? Yeah. Then you need to go there, Victor at vapingwithvic.co.uk, and send me your address details. And there, yeah. PayPal first, then Victor at vapingwithvic.co.uk. There we go.
And obviously, make sure that you're sending it friends and family.
Yeah.
And also, on your email, make sure that you state what box you've won.
Yeah, forgot about that. Make sure you state what. Although, Aiden's going to give me the list when we're all finished.
Oh, we're doing really well. We're like professionals at this now.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is all for a great cause. If you cannot donate, if you cannot spare any money, it's not a bad thing. We know that times are like they are. But there is a Just Giving page that's being spammed through chat. There is also the PayPal link. Or there's multiple ways. But the easiest way to help us do this is thumbs up, like the stream, share the stream, support all the rest of the charity streams that are going ahead. And we're all one big community. And it's always, always, always for a great cause. And that cause is?
That cause is, you caught me unawares there. I was looking at messages coming in.
Scratching your head still as well.
It's like, yeah, I'm getting messages in. So that cause half the money is going to go to a fundraiser that's been set up for the daughter of Mick from the Late Night Vape Show. We all watch the Late Night Vape Show. I ghost it sometimes to see what they're all talking about. But Mick's daughter is suffering from terminal cancer. And the Just Giving page is already set up, and all the money is basically going towards her and her family to basically go on holidays and give the kids good last memories of essentially their mother. That's where it's all going. So the money's being split 50-50 between me and the Just Giving page, and I'll be paying for all the shipping because, you know, I'll be paying for all the shipping out of my half. So none of the half that's going to the Just Giving page is going to be spent on shipping at all. I'll be paying for all that myself.
Yeah, like I said, it's to create memories.
To create memories.
Of a family there who's obviously just maybe coming to terms with stuff like this must be the thought of what they're going through now is absolutely terrible. And also to Mick as well, a big love to Mick. So, and again, like Adam was saying, there's not just this auction happening. There's lots of stuff happening through the community. I know the Saturday Show lads are doing theirs, so make sure you get over there and support them.
The Late Night Vape Show on Monday.
Are they doing theirs this Saturday for the Saturday Vape Show? Or
is it this Saturday? I think it was this Saturday.
I thought it was next week.
It might be next Saturday because I know that the Laid Back Vape Show on Monday night are doing something. So I think it might be the following Saturday. I'm not 100%. What I'm going to say is if you go over to the Late Night Vape Show's YouTube channel, he actually let everyone know.
Yeah, I think he's just typed it's not this Saturday, it'll be next Saturday, right?
So he went over and he let everyone know what dates to put into your diary because we've got ourselves doing this. We've got the lads on the Laid Back Vape Show on Monday night are doing something, and also the Saturday guys, the second best UK vape show out there, number 2. But they're also doing something as well. So please, as a community, we I've said this already, we all clutch together, we all pull together. And if we pull together, this is the only way we can go, and that's forward. So keep helping each other, keep pushing it out there. If you can't, like I've already said, if you can't donate anything or things are a little bit tight, please stick a thumb up. Please do it on the video. Don't sit in your living room going, because it doesn't really affect it. But if you can, share the link, get it all out there, Twitter, Facebook, the lot. The more people that come along to all of these streams, not just ourselves, but all of the streams, it'll help. It will help.
Yeah, it will. So how much are you going to pay for that village if Vic will jiggle his boobs for a £5?
Yeah,
I'll
how
pay
much?
£5, but what are you going to donate?
Yeah.
What?
I think he'll truffle shuffle as well, because we're not going to lose any hair on this one.
No, that's not.
It's not grown out enough.
It's not grown
but
out enough.
What about a truffle shuffle? We'll find out how much is in it.
I'll do a truffle shuffle if it's going to go.
It's for charity, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Okay, Alan, you've paid it. Don't forget to do the victor@vapingwithvic.co.uk and send me your address details as well, Alan. Cheers. So I got a message from Gail. Considering we've only got just over an hour left and we've still got 8 boxes to go through, we're going to be dropping the auction time down to 3 minutes instead of 5.
Jesus, it's 10 to 10.
Yeah.
Cowboy time.
We've only done 2
So
boxes.
should we get the next auction on the go?
Yeah, we'll get the next auction on the go, then we can do a question while we're letting that ticker down.
Toma, I'm a bit coldy and fluey, if I'm going to be honest.
Okay, up for grabs. People will instantly recognise that one in the middle, but on the left-hand side, what we've got here is the limited edition ZQ Vapor single battery back tube mod. They only actually made something like 10,000 units of this thing made. It's basically, it's your classic 3-button DNA-esque based single battery mod. That's what you've got on the left-hand side. In the middle is Her Majesty the Queen's vape device. Oh, yes. Sorry, Her Majesty the King's vape device now. Not
His Majesty the King.
His Majesty. I'd see I'm off the tramadol now, so I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? What? So it's His Majesty the King's vape device. It's the Tony B vape fly thing with the UK Union Jack thing as the side panels on it. That's up for grabs in the middle, and on the left is a mechanical device. Now again,
is that the original Pulse?
What, the one on the left? No, sorry, the right.
The right.
Yeah, the right. It's the Watofo Nudge.
Oh, it is the Nudge.
Yeah, it's the Watofo Nudge. This is a mechanical. However, if you get rid of the screen now, Aidan, thank you.
All right. I thought you still wanted to talk about it.
However,
Every time you keep saying it as well, I keep thinking about Pastor Dutchy on the left-hand side.
the thing about this is, see that? It's a fuse.
Ooh.
This was the one thing about them. Now, I don't know why they put the fuse in there. Maybe to stop hard shorts
For
happening. But yeah,
safety.
that is a fuse in there. It is a mechanical squonker. The bottle's been cleaned out and everything, but it's not. See, this thing caused a big argument. Is it a true mechanical because there's a fuse in it?
So
It looks like a car fuse as well.
It is. It's that same kind of
It
shape.
looks like a 3-amp.
Oh no, it's more than that. It's it says 30 amp
Does
fuse.
it?
Yeah, 30 amp fuse.
The thing is, right? And yeah, you're right. It's probably to stop a hard short, and that'll blow before because obviously it's to
will.
cover over. But
I mean, it's a tiny little thing, 18650, single 18650, but it's a fucking lightweight as well. It's all plastic, but that fuse caused a hell of a lot of arguments online when this got first released.
Quilly's just said it's mechanical because a fuse has no logic chip.
True, that's true. So there you go. It's a mechanical. Then of course His Majesty the King's vape device. It's the Pulse.
It was the Queen's when it first started.
It was the Queen's when it first started, yeah, the Union Jack. And this, now I liked this when it first came out, and ZQ kept saying they were going to follow up because it's a clean looking mod, this thing.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
ZQ fucked off. I don't even know.
It
if
looks
they're
a bit
still
like an original drag,
Oh, it does. Yeah.
except for the back end. Except for the back end when you look at it.
But it's a very clean looking mod. This very
Beautiful.
clean. Oh, put the miniature picture in the bottom corner. There we go. Although bidding's probably practically finished by now, I'm guessing.
2 minutes to go.
2 minutes to go.
2 minutes. So let's get a question going. To all casters of the UK's #1 vape show. Number one? I'm really looking forward to... this is from Sean Gard, by the way. I'm really looking forward to Expo. My wife isn't bothered either way. What colour should we paint the living room? It's currently a reddish colour. Or should we try for a fancy wallpaper?
No, I'd stay away from the wallpaper. If you've already got it painted, leave them walls nice unless you've got some dints in it, but you can fill them. I'd go for a nice... See, the whole thing about your living room is nice lighting, make it all nice and calm. I'd go for a nice, maybe two-tone coffee colour.
Oh, nice.
Two-tone coffee colour. And just make it so it's a lovely place for you to be able to sit. Bit of fucking MDF.
A lovely dark brown into a cream colour. Oh.
Wrong picture, Vic.
And
No, it's
a
the right
dado.
picture.
Oh.
What about a dado rail?
Oh, can you remember when you used to get them? That's proper 90s. That's changing rooms.
That is changing rooms.
Dado rail. And then it took half the fucking plaster off when you decided it doesn't look good, that.
Yeah,
And
those
some
fuckers.
nice foam coving.
Oh my god! not the
Definitely.
fuck- No,
And
no.
you got them people who can't do them, you do the angles. So they end up looking like that. Oh, shit, I've done it wrong. I'll have to cut a bit more off.
Nice bit of coving.
That's exactly where we're at.
Current bid's 35 quid, folks. Less than a minute to go.
What about a nice little mahogany entertainment system in the corner as well? If we're accessorising.
Yeah, the ones that you can open up.
Yep.
Classic
Yeah.
stack system and a big mahogany. Oh yeah, that would be good.
Oh,
I like that.
definitely. And then what you can do is get the videotapes. The ones that look like
Yeah.
books.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put them
yes.
all
Pretend
under.
you've got a library.
Pretend you got a library in plastic, and they can open it up, and it says, "Do not record over." It's mum's tape, heartbeat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you'd have to start colouring bits out because you'd get the, like the letters and stuff, and somebody'd used all the fucking B's. You had to cut.
It's same as the ones that you open and it says, please return to Blockbuster.
Yeah. Shit, we can't go back in there.
Yeah. I love it. Memories.
Oh, do you know what? The digital age has took away a ton of memories of being me and my brother going over there to Clearview. We never had a Blockbuster, we had a Clearview. Getting that video and one for free, and then sitting there going, rewinding it, and then just sitting there playing with tracking for a bit.
We used to have a video van. That used to turn up, and it used to come on a Sunday afternoon. Because obviously everyone were in house then. That were about only day that everyone was sat in the house on a Sunday afternoon. And all of a sudden you'd hear beep, beep, of this little Bedford Rascal van that used to pull up. And he'd lift the back. It used to have one of them big parcel back shelves. And he'd lift the back shelf, and across it it'd be like all the new movies. Now I also remember the dad's videos were on one side. And
Bit of blue fit dads, bit of blue.
Bit of blue fit dads. And on the other side was like some knockoffs of the newest videos, you know, that people used to copy.
Yeah.
Pure copies. And when you're on about tracking and you're watching it going like that.
Yeah.
In front of you.
Well, yeah, that's tracking. Again, we've talked about this before, but again, do you remember the top load of videos that, because you used to rent them, you never bought one. You used to rent them from either a local shop or Rumbelows or something like that.
I remember Rumbelows.
And you used to, something like for £2 a week or something. And you get your telly as well. The telly with a ginormous back. They were absolutely huge on it.
The old CRTs. Alan Vickery, who won box 2, your payment's not came in yet. I'm still looking at 33 quid from William Dobson. And Gary won the last one. The one, because he's been after this, apparently. He's been after the ZQ Vapor. So again,
nice.
You know what to do, Gary. Link at the top to pay your money in, and then victor@vapingwithvic.co.uk to email me your address, and then put it in the chat once you've actually sent the money through.
Oh, it's lovely, Gary.
Was box number 3 done?
We used to have a corner shop. We used to have 2 shops across the road from us where we grew up, and one was Jim's, one was Joe's. And Jim's used to have a video side at the bottom end. If you remember, we used to have logins about and stuff like that as well.
Oh yeah.
And the videos that used to come out, we were going. Me and Jackie were actually watching some trailers the other night because we watched Indiana Jones: Dial of Destiny, right?
I thought I got the wrong film on that because it starts off with the old bit, doesn't it?
William Young, yeah. and we were talking about like how our memories go back and things like that. And we watched get your shit together. We were watching some old trailers, and I remember I watched a film when I was younger, and I made my dad actually go and get it multiple times. And it was Beverly Hills Ninja with Chris Farley.
I've watched that. That's a funny film.
I adored that film growing up.
Do you know as well, the video shop on the corner, we had like a local one, we had the Clearview, but the one on the corner, they used to save the posters for me. I so wished, obviously going back in the 80s, this one, I used to save I had original Lost Boys, I had, you know what, I wish I'd have kept these, and these are what I used to put on my wall.
And cracking question, Sean. Thank you very much.
Bugs, yeah, I'll get you some pictures, buddy. Right then, should we do the next one?
Next one.
Hold on. I'm just getting settled. Going for a refill of my orange juice. Yes. Okay.
Going for a wee fill.
Take it away, Aidan.
That's what I thought. He'd gone for a wee or something.
No, I was getting my orange juice.
Oh, right. This is a nice one.
Let's squeeze you down. And get rid of you. So, on the left is a mod that was made when Smock actually made good mods. This is the original Smock X-Priv. It's the bar firer with a pretty decent big screen on the front. The tank it came from, what did it come with when this was the TFV?
It came, if you remember, it came. I actually received one of these in my ranty stage when I was going against my I Hate Smock life. And Conway Valley Vapors, if anyone remembers Conway Valley Vapors, sent me one of these out and went, have fun. If you hate Smock, go at this. And do you know what? I'm not going to lie. It is probably one of, if not the only, Smock mod that I enjoyed because it used a bastardized version of the Alien chip.
Yep, it did. It was an overhauled version of the Alien chip, and they made the screen a fucking big screen for the time. It was a big screen. So it's the XPriv on the very left-hand side. On the middle is an odd one. This is by Desired Designs. And it was Desired Designs' essentially only major entry into the squonk market. And it's an odd wedge-shaped squonk system, which was just odd. The way that they designed this thing, it's just an odd. It was a very, very.
You really
odd
loved
design.
this, didn't you, Adam?
This is the precursor or the follow-up to the Rage. If you remember,
it was the follow-up.
Homeboy OC created the Rage with Desired Designs.
Yeah.
Now they had not long since released I want to say the Rabies RDA. Or something along those lines. It was an RDA that they were pairing with this. It's such a weird shape. But the ergonomics of it...
Oh, it makes it very comfortable.
It fits in your hand perfectly.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of Desired Designs.
Very comfortable. And on the far right, well, some people would consider it a classic. I'm not really too sure. It's the Foxy one from Vape. When Vape actually made mods and they weren't dishing out fucking disposable after disposable after disposable. Single battery affair, tiny little screen on the side, but this is for all you mouth-to-lung fans because the Vape Foxy one was basically built for mouth-to-lung vaping because of its size and its shape.
Yeah.
Really, really good single battery mod. And there we go.
That means turn it off, fatty.
I honestly, that box there is an absolute little stunner because... Honestly, the XPriv, when it got sent to me, I was like, oh, fucking no. Nah. And do you know when you've got every single bean of you that is angry about this kit, that you're not going to enjoy it? And I had one vape on it and I went, ooh.
Yeah, that's the Desired Designs because it's a crook of your hand, extremely comfortable. Even if you've done it this way around, the way that your finger bends round, it's a hell of a comfortable mod, this. Hell of a comfortable mod.
Yeah, Bill. It was the Rabies RDA. Yeah, they produced it to run with them, and it was a cracking RDA.
It was.
Back in the day. But yeah, designs for the Rage as well. For what it was a honking piece of metal.
It was big.
I actually remember I messaged Dwayne and was like, this is incredible. Like, I absolutely adore it. And for something that looks like it should be the most ugliest, uncomfortablest thing in your hand was absolutely perfect.
Well, the other one, they changed the design, wasn't it, on the front? So you could actually... The was on the front.
The Rage, I've got the Rage somewhere. I don't actually know where it is, but...
And the Fox thing, again, you say for mouth to lung, a nice little compact little thing.
Fucking phenomenal little mod. Vape, that's another company you hear fuck all about from because they went down the disposable route and they've never fucking recovered. But fucking phenomenal little mod, this. Single battery. Absolutely phenomenal for mouth to lung folks out there. Really good little mod.
I don't think, what was that? Was it the XY something where they had that little twisty thing on it? It was like about that thick. It was 21,700 and it was absolutely terrible.
If you remember, Vape did the really, really plasticky, I think it was called the V200 or something along those lines.
Wasn't the V200 the one that looked like an engine block?
That was the one. It wasn't called the V200 then. I can't remember what it was, but it was so plasticky. Mine broke.
I remember the one you're talking about.
I'd done the review for it and it instantly broke. Like the moment I stopped recording, it just went, I'm going...
Snap.
Don't work anymore.
Yeah, because I think I've got that engine block one.
That weren't I'm sure that weren't Vape. I can't remember who made that. Steampugs rolling in with 40 schmackaroonies.
Boom. It's all right. My wife was she replying to somebody?
I don't know. Audio
echo. Is that actually a person? Or is she talking to herself like that?
Okay, it's not in the history cupboard. It's here. I've got that engine block one here somewhere.
Yeah. The Vape TX217.
The VTEC. That was it. It was the one based off the VTEC engine block. Cheers, Bill. That's the one.
It's gone now. We had a bit of an echo by the sounds of things.
It could have been the switchover when I was making the pictures bigger and smaller. It happens sometimes.
And the auction is
Keep
closed.
the nose out.
She's our production assistant.
Alan, your payments finally came through. It's just come in late. And Gary, your payments come in as well. Cheers, lads. Oh, Pugs got it.
Stay Pugs.
You know why? Because I bet Pugs was after this.
It's a beauty.
Yeah, he would have been after this. This is the one you were after, Pugs. Right, okay, you know what to do, Pugs. Up there, PayPal, the PayPal me link, put your winning bid in there, and then email me. I better type this in because I haven't typed it in for a while. Email me, and Louise says, shut your trap, Aaron.
Okay. You're getting slapped.
I'm into that shit.
We never found out how much Village were willing to pay for a truffle shuffle.
Email me once you've paid it, Pugs, victor@vapingwithvic.co.uk, and I'll get it posted out to you. Or you can just wait a month and I can hand it to you over at Expo. It's up to you, because I've still got it. And you probably thought I forgot about this, but here's the thing, Pugs. I still have.
Right, I'm trying to work out what we're at.
Because Pugs was after this tank. I've still got it on the side for you. The Amit Duel. It's still here. So it's up to you, Pugs, if you want me to just post the whole lot out. You're just going to wait till Expo so I can hand
Village
it to you.
has already donated £100.
Oh.
Unfortunately,
Top man, Village.
So guys, one thing that we don't see is the just giving total. I don't know what the total is. If someone can just give that a check. So
we're at they're at £16,207. That's just amazing.
That is absolutely incredible.
That's absolutely brilliant.
And their target's 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be hitting that target. They'll be hitting the target.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, the payment goes into the PayPal link up there, Pugs.
You want a nice white RDA to go on top of it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, there ain't that many white RDAs that are still being sold. That's the thing.
So if I'm working this out, I think we're at roughly about 141, and we are on auction 5, ladies and gentlemen. This is auction number 5.
Oh, 5 coming up. Hold on. Need to get the auction stuff over first, and then I need to make this smaller. Get you. Squeeze you down. Get rid of you. So auction number 5 on the left. It's an Aegis.
Oh,
you can
Aegis Solo.
You can immediately tell it's one of the original Aegis Solos. I think this was the updated Solo with the better chip and board in it compared to the first Aegis Solo, which was a little bit finicky in temp control. So it's an Aegis Solo. In the middle is another Smock mod when Smock actually made decent mods. This one is the Scar 18 with the odd bracket thing. Is it me or were they trying to basically copy Geek Vape?
Oh, everyone were at that point, weren't
they? Look at it. It looks like a Geek Vape Aegis Duel, especially with that bracket thing at the back.
What is that again in the middle? Is that the Foxy?
No, it's the Scar. It's the Smock Scar.
It's the Scar, isn't it? Yeah.
Scar 18. And on the very right-hand side is, it's a mod when UL actually made Crown mods and not Crown AIOs. The one on the right is the UL dual battery Crown 5 Dual 18650. And there we go. That's what's up for grabs in box number 5. Thank you, Ian.
It looks like it's been stomped on.
Well, it looks like it's been stomped on.
The Crown 5, because of the pattern that it's got on the side. It looks like someone's walked past it and stood on it.
It's like a fucking, I don't know what they were doing with this. It was a good mod, though. The tank was phenomenal. The Crown 5 was a phenomenal tank. But the mod looked a bit odd. Centre-mounted 510 as well, which a lot of people are after. It's a Aegis Solo. We've all seen them before. Oh. But then there's this. You can't tell me they were trying to copy the Geek Vape Aegis Duel. Look at it.
If you remember, there was a spate of Aegis copies. There was the Vandy Vape Jackaroo.
Yeah,
I've got one of them somewhere behind me. Yep.
Steampugs. Now, where's the J Hayes shit? Just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't, if we've said this a couple of times already, if you haven't already, please like the stream. If you can't afford to put anything forward, then it's totally understandable. We are in them times, but The free things that you can do are liking the stream, sharing the stream, because that always helps. It might bring someone else in who can help. We've also got multiple of these charity auctions, giveaways, boxaways, whatever you want to call them, coming up over the next couple of weeks on various other channels, including the UK's #2 panel show about vaping. Right? Sorry, I didn't actually mean that one. I meant the peace and love sign, not that. I'm going like that. Number two. But this is the vape community. We are all part of it. We are all pushing in that one direction. And do you know what? It really, really, really humbles me every single time to be part
like I say, on Monday as well, there is the Laid Back Vape Show. They're doing something as well.
Laid Back's doing one as well.
You misspelled one. Sorry, Paul. But I think we agreed that you were were we the one and you were the A? Anyway, #2. But
I think to myself, I think the #3. Obviously, you got a Wednesday show. That's
well, yeah. Do you know it started going downhill when they started nicking our content, though.
That's what happens. It's that 6-hour what you've been vaping on.
But there is so much going off. So I really, really, really want. I really, really want that these are the moments that the community just pulls together, and I absolutely adore it, because do you know what? It shows how strong we are as a community, and when it's for one of our own, and that's what it is. It's one of our own. If we can all pull together and help out, then that's what makes it.
Paul 1983. No, we're absolutely fine. It's an auction, for charity.
Yeah.
Okay, running totals now 141 quid. Payment just came. Don't smack the mic, Vic. Payment just came in, Pugs. Don't forget to email me, Pugs, your address so I can get it all sent out. Victor@vapingvic.co.uk. Thank you.
35. Who won it? Lawrence.
Lawrence Cumbers. Okay, Lawrence, you know what to do. Up there at the top, pinned to chat, is the PayPal link. Pop your 35 quid in there. Once you've popped your 35 quid in there, let me know in chat. And then go to victor@vapingwithvic.co.uk and email me your address and stuff. All right, Pugs.
If you speak to him in his native language, he will understand it a little bit better.
Yeah, because I've got this for you as well, Pugs, that you kept going on about when you were drunk like last month. The Amit Duel. Because I'll be throwing that in as well. I'll see you at Expo then. I'll make sure to box this up and hide it so I don't give it away again. Almost done that in the last fucking auction. But you know what?
He says he'll pay an extra £50 if Vic sends him the J Hayes mod that nobody knows I want on top of.
He means that fella.
Oh.
Sorry, Pugs. No.
Suit you, sir. Do you want it?
Suit you, sir. Suit you,
How
sir.
much do you want it? Before we get the box up, let's get a question off so we can answer it while we're doing the
You want me to get a box up? I'll stick a box up, yet.
No, I said before we get a box up.
Before he's ready. Let's get it up.
Ninja. He's a ninja.
The wonderful, amazingly named Alistair Smytheman.
Oh,
I love that name.
Hey up. That's how he opens it. That's how he opens it.
It's definitely a name that if you're a woman and you brought him home, they'd be very hopeful, wouldn't they?
Yeah, Alistair Smytheman. He sounds rich.
He does.
Very rich, like stinking rich.
He's like one of the people that doesn't wee in the bath but does it in a sponge and wrings it out in the sink type of rich.
Yeah, wipes his arse with a flannel.
Yeah.
Hey up. From the deepest, darkest Sherwood Forest. Let's put vaping to one side for 5. And with Hollywood running out of ideas and remaking old films, which film do they need to leave well alone, as the originals are perfect? Just for once, Adam can go last. P.S. Is this October's expo going to be worth skipping so I can save for a disposable free May one? Ta-ta for now. That's how he signs off. TTFN.
I'll tell you what, Vic, you can go first for a change.
What film should they not remake? Citizen Kane from Orson Welles. They should just leave that alone. Don't even fucking think of remaking it, because it's a masterpiece. Absolute fucking masterpiece. There we go.
And what about the other bit about Expo?
Oh, well, I don't know what kind of state Expo's going to be in. The government was supposed to announce the ban when it was going to take place sometime this week. I mean, granted, we've still got tomorrow and technically Saturday for some kind of announcement, but in all honesty, I can't see them banning disposables until after sometime in New Year. So October, yes, there's going to be disposables there. There is. There's no getting around it. But does it mean May is going to be completely disposable free? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
Vapor Bunny, sorry, it is being remade. Bill Skarsgård is going to play the Crow. Sorry.
Was the Crow being remade?
Yeah.
Bill Skarsgård, the same guy who played It, is going to be playing Eric Draven.
Yeah, he done a pretty good job with that, though, he did.
Yeah.
I thought it was shit. There's no way that It were anywhere close to the other one that were made.
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. Yeah, you can't beat Tim Curry, but he done a decent job.
Oh, no. They're funny around with movies for no reason. The movie that I'd say is Stand By Me, Do Not Touch It. It was a perfection of a film.
Good
It was
film,
beautiful. If you ever tried to do it again, it would never, ever work. As for Expo, if you wanted to go there as and meet people and do it as we do, which is more of the social side of it, then yes, spend your money on it, go there and enjoy yourself, because it is very, very enjoyable. If not, if you're a little bit tight for money, then don't. Save your money and come in May.
Simple, quick, easy. While you get the list up, Spaceballs. Don't fucking touch it. It can't be done. Right?
That was a phenomenal film, that. Fucking
It's
loved it.
only time that stands between the world remaking old classic PC versions of the Blazing Saddles and Spaceballs.
You could never remake that, could you?
No, you can't. You can't. But you can guarantee that at some point, once we've run out of sapped the world dry of its original ideas, that they're where we're going to be going. They'll make PC versions of it.
Right,
But
can I share this box?
Yeah, put the box
Haley
up.
Box kills me.
Yeah.
This is box number 6, isn't it? No.
It is.
Oh, that looks like a Hoover.
I've got the order in the wrong fucking way round, because I'm a fucking idiot. It's not those, it's the ones next to it. Hold on. It's that one.
And as for Expo, I'm not going to be in October. I will be there in May. So
Yes.
I'm saving pennies.
I'll be there. Me and Aidan will be there in October. So the one on the left, is when I was actually still talking to Vupu the first time round. It's the Vupu 2. Vupu 2, TOO, and it's even got my name engraved in the top of it, so you're getting a specially engraved one. Yeah. So yeah, Julie 18650, it's got stupid slidey panels on it, which were really annoying, but the actual mod itself was not bad. So it's the Vupu 2, the one
Limited edition 1 of 1.
Yeah, 1 of 1. The one in the middle, I've got it turned the wrong way around so you can't see the screen. It's one of the older Laissimo mods. Laissimo. Yeah, well, they made the Snow Wolf, that's right, because they took the Snow Wolf name over. So this Laissimo is another dual 18650 base mod. Very light, very friendly. Well, very, very friendly? No. Very light and lightweight friendly, because it's all made in plastic. Now, that one on the right is an interesting bit of kit. It's an old mod. It's the Wismec Presser. And the Wismec Presser, that whole front bar with the screen and the up and down buttons you're seeing at the bottom there, that whole thing is basically the fire bar. The whole thing was the fire bar. A very, very interesting mod, the Wismec Presser.
It's a locking button at the top as well, isn't it?
Yep, lockable thing at the top as well to stop the bar from going in and out.
It honestly reminds me of the front of an old-fashioned Hoover.
It does a bit, doesn't it? And there we go. That is box number 6. Which I got the wrong way around, because I thought this was box number 7. So what I need to do is, I need to head into there, and then do that, and that. There we go, picture's now on screen. But yeah, this thing. There we go.
Slidey.
slidey doors. Just, it's weird the way that they done this. And
My
this was
back wings of steel.
Your bullets cannot harm me, for my wings are like a shield of steel.
But I think, but yeah, the slidey door Voopoo 2. Slidey door Voopoo 2. Weird
Is
mod,
it still
that.
using the Gene 177 chip?
It's the original gene chip. Yeah, it's the original gene chip.
Yeah.
And
I really enjoyed the original Gene chip.
Lysimo with a nice big screen on it. And this little fella. Fucking phenomenal for your smaller mouth to lung tanks. The Wismec
Yeah,
is
that
fucking heavy
nice,
as well.
Nice in the hand as well.
Yeah, cracking little mod that, the Wismec presser. So there we go. That's box number 6.
Weird Science, just going back there with Fee, they can't remake that. She was my total crush.
Oh, Kelly
LeBrock.
Kelly LeBrock, that was her.
Oh,
Oh,
the amount of times I've paused that.
you really had to start tracking out on that one.
Oh, I'll tell you, you did. It were crumpled. It was, I loved Weird Science. Also, just going back to other Sean, believe me, mate, I'm saying I've watched both of them. I watched it when it first came out because obviously it was a TV series before it actually went. It was made for TV. It wasn't actually made for movies. And then they made it as a movie. It's just not got the same feel. It's like when Red Dwarf. If anybody watches Red Dwarf, I'm a massive Red Dwarf fan. As soon as they started changing it from where the sets were like wobbly and it were trying to be more.
It got all professional and shit. I wasn't a fan of it.
And it just loses that comedy factor in the way it is. And I think it were a little bit like that with it. It just went a little bit too far into.
Too polished.
Maybe it's because I was so into the original and I read the book as well.
I mean, it's not just that. The original Red Dwarf, a lot of that was ad-libbed. But the newer Red Dwarf, it was all scripted. You could tell it was all scripted. It was all scripted. There was hardly any ad-libbing going on.
Thank you, Alan.
Cheers, Alan.
And I want to say thank you to Sensor Yetkin, who's donated something to a super chat.
Oh, cheers, Sensor. Yeah, £19.99.
That's lovely. Does that add to the fund as well, so I can have a
no? Yeah, that's a super chat. So that's in the booze fund. That's in the Expo booze fund.
Again, just going back to Expo, I'm really looking forward to it because we're doing the Thursday to the Monday. Sean was going to come in, but Sean can't come this time. So I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know how I'm getting home yet, but
like that.
Well, Louise is going for a driving test on the 19th. So I'm sort of really looking forward to hopefully she passes because then I can maybe get a lift.
Come and pick me up after.
Yeah, well, she can stay over on the Sunday. We'll get a mum to look after the kids. Stay over on the Sunday, and we'll both travel.
Lawrence
the winner, Johnny Yodel.
Cash has came through. Hold on, I'll check Lawrence. Yeah, it's came through, Lawrence. It's in. It's in.
Is that how you say his name? Yodel?
Is it John that won? John Udall. Who won? Yeah, John Udall. Yeah, John Udall.
You've been able to pronounce things.
Okay, you know what to do, John. The PayPal link up there. Pop your 30 quid in there, and then once you've done that, Victor at vapingwiththevic.co.uk. Pop your postage address in there and let me know in chat when you've actually put the 30 quid in. So this one is box 6. I get these in the wrong fucking order. Hold on a minute, folks. I need to do some jiggering around here.
Adam, we spoke about this before. What sort of, we talked about Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
What about other series that they shouldn't really remake?
Do you know what? I'm apprehensive. There's a lot of rumour at the minute that Peter Kay's coming back for a Phoenix Nights.
Oh, I'd love that.
Now, it's a bit like Little Britain, right? And I'm not comparing the two, but Little Britain were able to get away with a lot in its time.
You can't do it now, though.
I've been watching some of the bloopers and some of the clips on YouTube of Peter Kay's Phoenix Nights because I miss Phoenix Nights. I adored Phoenix Nights. And he's on about doing a Christmas special and maybe a Phoenix Nights movie. Now,
I don't like a movie.
All you have to think is one, Mrs. Brown's Boys died after a movie. Right,
yeah,
they did the Mrs. Brown's Boys movie.
It was shit. It were a musical.
Yeah, Ali G in the house, funny, but Ali G was never the same character after.
No.
Phoenix Nights, right? All you have to think back to is the Phoenix Fun Day, right?
The ginormous cock and balls, man.
It's not. All you have to do is put a tarp over it, stick these eyes
Sam in
to
the
it, Sam in the steak.
The thing about it, obviously, gigging I was like 5 nights a week in working men's clubs. So I've been doing that from like late 90s all the way through the 2000s. And it was, the clubs were like that, and it was how things happened. And being part of working men's clubs, being on committees, it's how they were, and it was so close to it. But yeah, and if you think about some of the stuff that Little Britain did,
you couldn't get away with doing it.
Couldn't get away with it now. Nope.
And it's same as all the other things. If you think back to Young Ones, even when you think back to the Young Ones, they were students who were living in poverty, right? Can you imagine them doing a TV show like that? The government would stand up and go, "No, students don't live like that anymore. They do not live like that anymore."
Well, the majority of them don't. They have a gap year and go off to Australia.
Yeah,
exactly. But a lot of the stuff that we used to be able to get away with, because it was construed as comedy, whether that be a satire or just comedy, standout comedy. And you think Alf Garnett and things like that, it was political commentary as well as satire. But it's how the people were back then. Nowadays, if we were to try anything close.
Sean and Fee, you're totally right. What was that one called that Spike Milligan did? And he came across as an Indian. He'd come across from India, and he swept all the floors and stuff like that. What reason Spike Milligan did it?
Oh, it was in BBC One.
Yeah, you'd never get away with that now.
You'd never get that done either. No. Never.
Which I've just read one. Where were it?
You can't have bottom without Rick. You can't. You can't put Edmonds without. It just not work. Again, it's like your French and Saunders. I used to like French and Saunders. I think you mentioned it the other day. Victoria Wood. Them sort of people.
Dinner ladies.
I can hear you, Gail. Are we ready?
Go for it.
So this will be 7.
Yes, you're right. Box number 7.
Okay, let's squeeze you down. There we go. That one at the end. I know it's rib for your pleasure. More about that later on. The one on the left is the old Chaos, and the Chaos had a really interesting thing. It was one of the first mods. You can just about see it there. It was one of the first mods that had a see-through panel all the way through, so you could see.
That was Sigelli, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Sigelli. It was one of the. It was one of the last decent mods actually. But yeah, the Sigelli Chaos with its completely see-through side panel, so you can see the board, the chip, everything was in there. That's the one on the left. The one in the middle was a runaway success for Rinko. It's the Rinko Mechman. Very heavy, very, very durable centre 510 mounted mod. That thing on the right, oh boy. That thing on the right was made by a company called Ovanti. They made one mod, and then they completely vanished off the face of the planet. And I think you can see why, because that's ribbed for your pleasure.
It's not just that.
Where have you been putting it?
It's a DNA setup from Wish.
Yeah, it is. It's a DNA setup from basically Wish.com. But here's the thing about that Ovanti mod. It's fucking heavy. Because apart from the ribbed bits, the whole thing was zinc alloy. Front, back, top and bottom, centre mounted 510 again. It was a bloody heavy mod. That one from Avanti. And then they released that and basically vanished off the face of the planet. And there we go.
That's a full cast as well, isn't it? It's a full cast zinc alloy.
It's a full cast. Let's get this stretched back out again.
I can't believe it ribbed for your pleasure.
That little fellow, the Rinko.
Just going on to that Rinko, that was an absolute corking mob.
Yeah.
Absolutely
good
corking.
mod. And then you've got the Sigelli Chaos. There it is. Completely transparent side panel.
And all them lights
come
through, don't they?
Completely transparent.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
What?
And it's obviously Lassimo was the offshoot of Sigelli.
Yeah, it was.
And that is very similar, almost spitting similar, as the Snow Wolf with the panels on the side.
Actually,
if you have a look at it.
Yeah, it was. If you think about it now.
You used to love your Snow Wolf as well, Aidan.
I've still got it down there. Still got it. Now, wasn't this the mod that came after the skeleton?
Yeah, it was after the skeleton. Yeah.
So the skeleton was renowned for setting on fire. I'm not saying this one will.
No, this one doesn't. This one doesn't go in fire.
No, it doesn't. No, but this skeleton. Can you remember when they came out? They had a run of them where they set on fire.
Yeah, they just kept. It was bad connections or some shit to the board and just.
So buy this one because they tried extra, really, specially hard to make sure
it doesn't go in fire. Yeah, but this I don't know what the fuck they were thinking when they designed this.
It does look like some sort of toy that a kid would have, like
it does
sort of game.
It looks like a mobile phone.
Look at the size of the 510 plate, though. It's fucking huge.
You're definitely going to be able to get a 30mm on there.
Oh, yeah. Big, heavy mod, this thing. Big, heavy mod. Just a shame about that crap going on in the side.
It does look a little bit Transformer-y as well.
It does a bit, doesn't it? It does.
Drew, I watched the
Optimus Rim.
remake.
Oh, did anybody talking about films as well? I turned it off. It was absolutely shite. That new Transformers one.
I gave up with Transformers.
I enjoyed that.
I gave up with it.
Oh, what an absolute load of tripe.
I actually enjoyed that. If anyone gets a chance, I did manage to watch Mutant Mayhem, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Incredible.
Yeah, no, it started putting me off. Primate. I can't remember that when I was a kid. Now we're there right at the beginning when he came out.
So Optimus Primal is the gorilla, and Optimus Primal is from Beast Wars, which was a little bit later on. It was incredibly poor CGI, but the new I actually I'm a G1 fan. I'm an original original Transformers animated movie fan. I love the G1 Transformers, G2 Transformers, but I did actually catch the tail end as I was growing up of things like Beast Wars and stuff like that. So for them to have Optimus Primal in it, it was quite cool. And the best thing is the director of it actually concentrated on the Transformers instead of the human beings.
Yep. Which was weird.
But there is a teaser at the end. There's a post-credit scene at the end of that film that introduces another big toy line. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Oh, bloody hell, Pugs won this one as well.
Pugs, 27.
So yeah, you know what to do, Pugs.
Steal.
27 quid. You know what to do. I'm going to be bringing a box full of mods to Pugs at the Expo next month. I'm going to pop those over there. There we go.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you know how we're doing this. Absolute fantastic cause. I'm just going to be able to put the link back in here. If there's nothing that takes your fancy in the auction, you've still got a chance to be able to do something by donating to this the crowdfund. Mick from the Late Night Vape Show, unfortunately, his daughter's diagnosed with terminal cancer. They're trying to get dreams for the family. They've got a 7-month-old baby there as well. So they're trying to get the dreams that they're going to carry on with the rest of their life. It is absolutely heartbreaking. But us as a community, like I said, there's plenty of auctions and stuff that's going on in the vaping community where you can help and create dreams that are going to last there forever.
Yeah.
And again, Mick has been an absolute fantastic support to every stuff that we've ever done. So yes, it's very, very sad, but we can make them dreams happen. And that's
don't forget, this whole life is based on memory, right? We live our life for the memories of others, and honestly, genuinely, this is how we do things. When we get to these points, you have to think back to the memories, and if you've got the opportunity to give someone those memories and help implant the good times, then you can do anything. You can donate, you can go to the Just Giving page, you can buy something in the auction, you can do the little things just like supporting us just by pressing the thumbs up and sharing the stream out. You can help the rest of the causes that are going off. There's so much that you can do. Don't sit there feeling helpless, because even if it's just a thumbs up or a share of the stream, everything helps.
And obviously, like we said, there's a lot of things happening over the next, 3 weeks, I think, now?
Yeah.
It's the 7th, the Saturday show. Make sure you go and check the Saturday show out.
The Saturday show?
The Saturday show.
I'm going to keep that one. The Saturday show. The Saturday show, make sure you go and check them out. They're obviously on a Saturday. Absolutely fantastic. And again, they're doing something. And also on Monday, is this Monday, isn't it?
The Laid Back Vape Show, yeah.
Yeah. It's not the Shat this year.
It's not the shut
Talk about calling up number 2.
Pugs, your second payments came in, and John Udall, yours has just came in as well. So yeah, that's 6 mods in a tank. I need to have a separate box for all the stuff that I'm bringing for Pugs next
So that
month.
means you're not actually flying down now, then?
Eh? No, I'm taking the train down. Yeah,
First class, two breakfasts.
Fucking right. Get on the train at Glasgow Central. This is a hint for all you people that are getting the West Coast line, right? From Glasgow. It's got to be from Glasgow. So the staff, the new staff go on board at Glasgow Central, then they hit Carlisle. Then the train stops for 10 minutes. Complete change of staff. Now you need to time it perfect for the old staff going off and the new staff coming on. Fuck off to the toilet for 5, well, maybe not that long, for 3 or 4 minutes. By the time you come back out, the new staff are already doing the rounds and you can say, oh, I've just got on, can I have a second breakfast? Thank you.
No, you say, can I have my breakfast? You don't say second breakfast.
Don't say second breakfast. And you end up getting another breakfast. So that's 2 full English fry-ups.
So that's it. That's installed in his brain now. He's gonna, when they come around, he's gonna second. Oh shit! And the best thing about it, if you've ever seen Vic eat, there's normally a gravy stain or a bit of beans somewhere. He's going to the toilet to make sure it's all cleaned off. Get the crumbs off from his steak bake as well.
Fucking right, you've got to.
That's one of the biggest things as well. Why do Greggs make everything so crumbly?
No,
paste,
even the sausage rolls, you go for one bite and you're covered.
It just goes all over the fucking place. Even the damn sausage rolls.
It's everywhere.
Okay, next box.
Next box. Get your box out.
I think that's the one. Is this the one with the mech? I think it's the one with the mech.
God, it is. It's nearly 11 o'clock, isn't it?
Quick fire.
There seems to be a lot of fucking smart mods I've just noticed. So let's hide that one because that's in the fucking way. So this has got a mech in it. So let's have a look at these, shall we?
It's the Kennedy.
It's not a Kennedy. No. It's not Kennedy. It looks like one, but it's not. It's just a cheap knockoff. Well, it's not. I'll go on to that. Right?
You're supposed to be selling these boxes.
You're supposed to be fucking selling these. So on the left is another smock mod, and this
just
one.
A fucking cheap
It's a
knockoff.
box.
What are we doing here? Hey, trying to make it all fucking professional, and look what he's gone and done.
The one, in fact, it's still got the QC sticker on the bar. There we go. This is the Smock R Kiss 2. And this was when they were making the shift from the overhauled second generation Alien chip onto the Smock Majesty second generation chip. Again, pretty big screen, centre mounted 510 at the top. It's a decent rectangular Smock box mod. In the middle, we've got one from Witofo. It's one of the ones that's got the newest next chip in them. And this one, I can't remember the fucking name of it now. Was it the
It was the
Emdura?
I reviewed it.
It was the Emdura.
Absolutely brilliant.
It's the Emdura. That's it. Yeah.
Endura, yeah.
Endura.
Absolutely fantastic mod. It's just, in my mind, it's on a par with Legend.
It's a fucking solid mod as well. So it's completely rubber coated. If you dropped it, it basically bounces back up to you again. Fucking solid mod. Now, on the right is a rather interesting bit of kit. This is from Jabo. And this is actually the full kit. Now, I remember using it a couple of times, but, I'm like Aiden. I don't really trust myself that much with mech mods. This is the Wizmech RX Machina mech, and it also comes with the Machina Dripper. So you're getting the entire kit, and I think I'm right in remembering this is the final, I think it was the final collaboration between Wizmech and Jay before the whole thing fell apart and Jay went, fuck you, and left.
It's a bomb.
Yeah.
Is it me or does it look like a Lego head bomb?
Yeah,
it's an odd bit of kit, this one. It's an odd bit of kit, but it is the full kit, the dripper, and the matching mod. And there we go, folks.
Do you know the worst thing that's popped into my head with it is because you obviously put the top cap on dry. Can you remember, what were they called? Yeah, Philip from South Park.
Oh,
yeah.
The two Canadians. Yeah.
Don't tell me, Uncle Fucker.
Shut your fucking mouth. No, it's not star.
So, hold on. There we go.
It does, yeah. It totally does. Don't fuck me, Uncle Fucker.
Terence and Philip, that were it, facts. Same. Yes.
It's fucking hilarious. But yeah, there's the deck. It's the old style guillotine. It's an old dripper. It's an old mech mod as well. But yeah, it's the full kit. Full kit. I think it was the last collaboration with Jabo. This one, sure it was.
The thing, obviously, about mechs as well, there's not much can go wrong really, unless obviously you put
especially this one because this is not hybrid. It's a full 510.
Sort the screen. Gail is shouting.
Sorry, Gail. Yeah, with this one, because it was Jabo, it's not a hybrid. It's actually a full 510 base connection in this. So you've got the pin in the middle. So there's a little bit more safety in there. But if I crack this thing open, you can still see, yes, it's a mech. So again, Ohm's law, all that safety stuff. If you do end up winning this, be very careful.
Make sure you check your batteries, make sure you're building right.
But the dripper, it was a damn good dripper that came with this. And you go, where do you go? You go there.
Jabo was an incredibly intelligent man. Like, incredibly intelligent.
He made a lot of good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, we wouldn't have the Relay. We wouldn't have the Relay if it was
a phenomenal series of mods.
He did get a bit weird with the Ultim when he started doing everything in stabilized piss.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about that on the next box. That's what we need in your life, innit? Stabilised piss. I'll tell you what, you lot should be all selling stuff. You're absolutely brilliant.
No, if you remember, Wismec and Jabo started to go down the route of making, like, they made the honeycomb single battery. Oh, what was it called?
Vic, are they your shorts? Have you borrowed them?
No, they're my shorts. They're just a bit tight. I had one of those stabilised piss mods here, and where the fuck did I put it?
Yeah, they released quite a few, and they were horrible.
I've got stabilised piss mods here. Where did I put them?
Yeah, not the Ultim things.
Yeah, and a lot of them obviously weren't Ultim because they weren't Ultim money at the time.
Yeah, they weren't. It's here somewhere. Fuck knows where it went. That's probably going to end up in an auction sometime as well, actually, because see all that.
So if you want some stabilised piss and a bag of shit...
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Vic is asking for a marketing job. So can you tell us your credentials? Just watch the auction.
Just watch the auction.
Everything fucking went.
Oh, he'd won this one.
It's like a fucked up office, isn't it, really?
It is. Well done, mister. He'd. You know what to do, he'd. So up there, wrong side. Up there, he'd click on that PayPal me link, pop your 36 quid in there. Once you've done that, let me know in chat, and then it's Victor at vapingwithvic.co.uk. Let me know your mailing address.
Vaping Ed's doing a new show.
Is he?
With the lad from, I have to give his name, from America.
Who?
Yeah, exactly, I can't remember it. I'm sure I'll put it in there. Make sure you go check it out. I've watched it a few times. It's not coming to me. I've subscribed to him. Yeah, he's doing a new show with a lad from America. Really good show. Nice set of people.
Good to see you.
Just a bit of mixing. Talks about what like advocacy and all that sort of stuff.
Sick.
Okay. Oh, get rid of that box.
Next box. Go.
Dun, 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 dun. So box number. Now you see what I mean now.
Oh, there's going to be some people interested in this because of what's on the left-hand side.
The Luxotic.
Yes.
Oh, the noisy cricket. Luxotic.
Yeah, this is the Jabo Luxotic, and it even comes with the Jabo stamped dripper on the top. So this is the full kit.
It was a noisy cricket. It's a noisy cricket as well.
But you sure about that? Because
100% because I've got one.
The thing is, this was kind of semi-regulated.
Yeah, but it also had the flippable switch on the bottom, on the base plate. If you pull the base plate off, it's got, or is it the switch on the top?
It's
got the switch on the top that you can switch from parallel to series.
Yeah, switch on the top. But yeah, this is the full Luxotic kit. I used it for like 5 days and went, this is basically a mech, explodey, and then just chucked it in I just chucked it in the box and forgot about it after that. But it's got the full Jabo dripper on top. That's the Luxotic. In the middle, is the forerunner to the Morph 3 that I looked at last week or this week or something. It's the old Morph 2. So yeah, it's another. There's a lot of smock mods in these auctions. I've just noticed. So that's a Morph 2. And on the right hand side, it's the big fella. It's the huge version of the Geek Vape Aegis Legend dual battery, and I think the reason it's this big is because it's the dual 21700 variant of it. That's why it's a
the L200 Classic.
Big. Thank you, Aidan. And I'll remember to make this bigger so Gail doesn't scream at me. But yeah, the Luxottic.
Are you ready for the sale pitch on that? If you want to vape something that looks like the inside of a walnut dash Jaguar, by all means.
I was thinking about more of them like red bricks you used to throw them in the swimming pool. You had to wear your dressing gown to go and fish it out.
I literally adored mine. I felt like the poshest vapor.
Absolutely hate them.
But yeah, you've got that wheelie thing there. You've got your switch, and then you've got this. Let's just pop the... Fuck, it's stuck because it's dry. Shit. Hold on.
Spit on it!
There we go. It's got that same guillotine layout that Jabo was very, very famous for. But yeah, it's the full Luxottic kit.
I adored it. That was the beginning of the Luxottic range.
It was the very beginning. There we go. And then of course
I need to find mine out now.
Fucking size of this thing.
Good evening, Graham.
Oh, how you doing, Mr. Net? But yeah, look at the fucking size. Dual 21700, 2700, big fella, the old dual battery, bigger Aegis. And the little Morph 2. Can't go wrong with the Morph 2. Prefer the Morph 3, slightly more comfortable, but there was nothing wrong with the Morph 2 apart from that stupid advertising at the back. What the fuck, smock? Good mod though.
The L200 Classic itself is honestly, I shit you not, worth about 50 quid on its own. Just it's dual 21700. It's what we're always screaming for. Run that 30 to 60 watts sound.
Fucking 30 to 60 watts with a stock coil sub-ohm tank on top. You'll be getting a good couple of days vaping out of this. I mean, granted, it's a bloody big mod, but it's worth it for the battery life. Worth it for the battery life. And then you've got a bit of history. Yeah. The old Luxottic.
I adore it.
Back when Wismake actually made decent mods.
I actually need to find mine. Sure, it's in my box. My box of vapey stuff.
Well, you got a Luxottic.
I have got one.
Oh.
And I honestly...
I refuse to buy one. I just don't like the way they look.
Yeah, they were odd. It looked as if it belonged on top of your grandpa's mantelpiece.
There's ashes in it.
Designs Rage Squonk.
That's the one.
I've got the white version of that in the shelf behind me. Lost the bottle for it though. Oh, I remember that one. Yep, I've got one of those in the shelf behind me.
2/3. Where the bloody hell is it?
Bit of £60.
Oh, it's the Geek Vape Guardian.
It's the Smart Guardian.
Oh, sorry, the Smart Guardian. I've got one of those. Right, you can.
It's just in there. You need to send that to me. I want a pipe. Bobbity bomb.
Bobbity bomb. The original Pulse.
The old Pulse. Yeah.
Where the hell is it?
And the winner is Mark H. I think.
Oh God, the moon shit! I fucking hated
the
that.
The moon shit.
Fucking nightmare to coil on. Oh, Mark H. You know what to do. PayPal links up there. Pop your 60 quid in there, Mark. Once you've popped it in, let me know in chat, and then it's Victor at vapingwithvic.co.uk. Pop in your name and address. Yeah, Mark H was probably after this.
Title of your sex tape. I want a pipe.
I'm going to have to find it out. I have got it in a box of vapey stuff somewhere.
Right, so I love this. I'm going to grab all these and pop this to one side now. Here we go.
Have we got any more questions?
Yeah, Karen Wright writes in. Why did you all stop smoking and start vaping?
Well, that's easy.
And what benefits have you noticed since vaping?
I'll go first. I stopped smoking and started vaping because on beginning of March 2014, I was getting my gallbladder. A lot of you know this story already, but obviously some people don't. I was getting my gallbladder whipped out, and before they figured out it was the gallbladder, they had to take X-rays of the chest and stomach. And I think it was like either a couple of days before the operation, the anaesthetist popped in, and he basically said, "Oh, by the way, your X-rays have shown that your lungs have started to deform." Now, this was about 9 years ago, almost 10 years ago, so I was like in my mid-30s at the time, and I'm like, well, hold on a fucking minute here. If the roll-ups are causing this much lung damage and I'm only in my mid-fucking-30s, what's it going to be like 10 years from now? 20 years from now? And it was the surgeon of all people who said, look, I know you've already said you've tried the gums, you've tried the patches, you've tried the spray, which was just out at that time. It was the surgeon that said, try vaping, try electronic cigarettes, because he was using them at the time, the little cigalikes. And that's how it started.
Mine was because I was singing, and the smoking ban came in. It was 2006.
Yeah, the smoking ban.
It came in first, July 6th, I think it was, in Wales. It came in first in Wales. Yeah. And I was going down there to gig. So I'd seen these little kits that were about 85 quid I paid. And it was, these little cartridges you put in. That's how I started. And then, unfortunately, my mum passed away in 2012. Me and Mark sat there and watched her after smoking all her life and smoking snide fags, just basically having gunk come out of her into like a tube. My dad stopped, Mark stopped, I stopped. We all just went, right, now we're definitely not doing this. And then, unfortunately, I did do a bit of dual using when I went back to work, but then I had a mini stroke back in, I think it was November 2006 or October, November, somewhere around about there, 2016, and totally and utterly stopped.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I stopped. And I feel a lot better.
So
I don't get as many colds. You're not coughing up like crap in the morning.
You're not out of breath when you wake up, because I was smoking. I was roll-ups, unfiltered roll-ups. That's what I was smoking back then.
I was a chef. I worked every hour. I was a 40 to 60 a day smoker. I was on Mayfair Smooth, and then moved to roll-ups because I couldn't afford Mayfair Smooth all the time.
Yeah.
Moved on to roll-ups, which was the worst thing I ever did because I pre-rolled before I went to work. And I pre-roll loads, and then before I know it, I'd gone through a whole tin.
You basically chain smoked all the way through them.
Absolutely. And my mum had started working in a old school vape shop. So they were C4 clearomisers.
The old Starbusters, yeah.
Yeah, with ego batteries.
Mm-hmm.
And the only liquid that you could get back then, I famously quit smoking on Cherry Cola Cubes by Hangson.
Oh,
it was 36 milligram.
Ooh.
And it was one of them that I'd have 2 or 3 pulls on it, feel the back of my throat rip.
Yeah.
Feel the nicotine course through my veins. And not want anything to touch me, yet alone have a cigarette, because my throat was in bits. But I sort of instantaneously went from the old Clearomizer setups, which you used to buy, if you remember, back in day. You used to buy one and you got 2.
Yep.
So you got 2 batteries, 2 tanks.
Yep.
Silica wick, all the mod cons, and it were like 5 for a tenner on your liquids. So I used to buy 5 bottles of Cherry Cola Cubes, and then I moved on to energy. But I very, very quickly moved on to a Kanga Subtank Mini.
Oh, I remember those. Good tanks.
In fact, it weren't even the Mini, it was the Nano.
Mm.
It was the Kanga Subtank Nano with the 0.75 ohm coils. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to blow myself up. I'm sub-ohm in here, right? I've been on a 1.5 ohm Clearomizer. I'm now on 0.75. On an iStick 20 watt. And the benefits I feel, I've got, my kids are starting to grow up now, but I've got 13, 15 and 19. So now they're all grown up. But back then, nearly, I'm pretty much similar to you, Vic, about 8 or 9 years, nearly round about there.
Yep.
I was trying to chase around my 3 and 5 year old, or 6 and 4. Check me out. I'm fucking mathsing tonight. But trying to chase, trying to chase them around, and I could not breathe. I can now happily, I go to the gym and I do a couple of K on treadmill, and I can survive it. I do get the odd cold now, but I've got a theory about that. When you're smoking, you're constantly toxins.
Oh yeah,
So
constant, fucking constant.
yeah, your body's on constant high alert. When you quit, your body's at a rest.
Yeah.
So if there is a bad cold around, you're always going to catch it. But
It's going to
Again,
happen.
I disagree with that. When I sat down there and quit, I didn't have a cold for ages.
I didn't for ages. No.
I do feel that obviously the stress of life, of everything that happens to you, brings obviously your immune system down. Obviously, we had all that where we all stayed inside after COVID.
Yeah.
You want out around them germs. So I think the germs nowadays are hitting you a little bit harder than when you was around them all the time.
They are. Last box, fellas.
Do it.
Stick it in the box.
Last box. This one's got a rather interesting mod in it. A very interesting mod in it. One for the collectors. That thing. The fucking state. Right, anyway. Sell it back. Don't put people off from bidding. So it's another fucking smock mod. Wow. On the left, we've got the Smock H-Priv, not the X-Priv. This was the overhaul. We've got the Smock H-Priv 2 Classic Bar Firer from Smock. In our nice blue colour. There you go, Scuba, if you're still there. In a very nice blue colour. Screens at the top. It was one of... I'm still a fan of the old X-Priv, the original X-Priv, but the H-Priv was basically an overhauled chip. That's all the H-Priv was. In the middle, we've got another Smock copy of the Aegis.
Yeah.
This one's
the Arc Fox?
It's the Arc Fox. 10 out of 10, Adam. 10 out of 10. You've got the Smock Arc Fox, another bar firer with the same classic leather pad bracket copy thing at the back. On the right,
That's a special one, that.
this was the Sigeli GW, and the GW standard for Great Wall. I was like, okay, Great Wall of what? China? Because I don't remember the Great Wall of China looking like a fucking plastic robot. But yeah, it's the Sigeli GW. It was one of the last major releases from Sigeli before the original Sigeli company went bust. Dual, I think it was a 21700, this one. Yeah, it was. Dual 21700 base mod, this thing. It looks big and heavy, but the bulk of it was actually made of ABS plastic. The internal chassis was zinc alloy. Thank you, Aidan.
Can you remember?
I went quickly for a wee.
Can you remember, right? If you remember back to childhood, we used to get transforming toys from McDonald's, right? Can you remember the old McDonald's cup that you used to get that used to transform? That's what that Sigeli reminds me of.
Yep. Look at it.
When I was a kid, I don't think there were actually McDonald's there.
It were a Wimpy's.
I remember Wimpy's.
Yeah.
Wimpy's.
I used to love him.
Here's the thing. This is an odd-looking mod, but to give Sigeli their due, it was one of the first dual 21700s released onto the market. They just made it. I mean, look at this with the odd Chinese writing at the back. I don't know what they were thinking, but Sigeli had a habit of just going, oh, let's all get drunk and try and design a mod.
Fucking idea, that.
It does. It reminds me of them all transforming cups.
We can go on Saki.
Yeah, another smock copy of the classic Aegis. This is the art. But good mod, though. Decent shit.
What's that one?
It's the Art Fox.
Absolute fantastic mod, that.
But this
came with were pants like, but
I loved this mod. Fucking
Paul
phenomenal.
Hinchcliffe says £10 for Vic to get his nips out.
No.
Oh.
It's got to be more than that, surely.
Yeah.
H-Priv 2 classic bar firer from Smock, screen at the top. This is classic Smock, this. Just after the Alien got released, they said, you know what? We're fed up of making millions and millions and millions of aliens. Let's come out with the X-Priv. Then the X-Priv kind of died a death, and then this replaced it. I was a big fan of the H-Priv mods. Big fan.
Shall I tell you what the H-Priv looks like?
What?
With the screen on the top?
Yes.
You remember it's a revamped version of the Xbox. You know, the side firing bar version with the light that used to run.
Yep.
That's why it's called the H-Priv.
Yep. But yeah, there's one for the collectors. What the?
And £10 per nib.
Don't know what the fuck Sigeli were thinking when they made that. I really don't. Oh boy.
£10 per nib.
Yeah, again, you've got to think, what's that, 2017?
20, yeah, would have been actually 2017, yeah. 2017.
The X Cube, cheers, Bill. Not the Xbox.
Yeah, the X Cube.
The Xbox. Yeah. It also does look like something they'd probably go and look for the Titanic as well, doesn't it?
He says nips out. Nips out's currently trending in the chat.
See that? That's a very nervous naff, isn't it?
Fuck off.
I've not shaved.
Nips out. Spoke it in your native tongue and all pugs did.
Fuck you, Pugs.
It would last longer. It probably would do as well, Bill. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's closed, so I can't really big that up.
Who won?
£15 nips out.
I think he'd rather shave his eyebrows though.
Wow, it's John Udall again. So that's
John Udall with 42.
That's going to save a bit in postage. So John, you know what to do. PayPal link's up there. Once you've done the whole PayPal thing, email me, victor@vapingwithvic.co. In fact, you don't need to email me because you've done it already with the last box. So yeah, just pay it and that's it. And there we go. We've kind of finished on time.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget this has all been for a great, great cause. And again, the vape community comes out in force every single time. There is a Just Giving page that is live. It will be shared in the UK Vape Show Facebook group if you are part of there. And this is not just for tonight. This is multiple nights over the coming weeks where other great shows are going to be pulling together and showing what a strong community this amazing place is. The Just Giving page is actually being spammed galore. So if you've got a penny or a pound that you think you can help, don't forget these people are making memories that are going to last forever.
They are
memories that will be there to remember by. I do you know what? It humbles me every single time. Any time there's a call to arms, a call to action, the vape community stands up and is counted every single time.
So let's bring up. Now I'm still waiting on John's last payment, so this is not quite the updated one. I was going to do that with the camera, but fuck off, phone. Seriously, you finished?
Can we get a hashtag nips out while we wait?
Fuck us. Hold on.
Plus one for nips out.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, Louise is just read the story. I put the story in there. He's just an extraordinary young lady who's had a lot to cope with, and not only her husband, the children. Again, if you want to read the story, and this is again for going further on to the Saturday show and also on Monday, just so you know what this is all about. And again, this is massively close to my heart, this sort of stuff, and I just feel for the family. But you're going to be able to create memories for them.
It's only £20 nips out.
Okay, John's just came in. So we're looking at 371 quid total. I'm sure that's the total, yeah. £371.
Great.
And you know what I'm going to do? It's not being split. The whole 371's going in. Well, actually, not the whole 371. There's going to be like...
postage.
10 boxes. Although I don't need to do... because Pugs is getting hand-delivered because he wants it hand-delivered. John won 2, so that's been bundled in. So you're going to be looking at like 371...
Wait. If someone donates £30 to make it up to around 400, we'll all get his nips out.
Yeah, I'll sit there. If somebody donates £30 now to that, I'll sit down and do a truffle shuffle.
And that 30 quid should cover the postage as well.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see some nip action,
fucking I hate showing off my body because
I'll give you a little
bit
there. Gary, well done, brother. We're going to get a sits out.
Fuck you, Gary.
There we go.
And foot cancer.
The hell, look at these two. They're all fucking hairy and I'm not.
Foot cancer.
Foot cancer, totally fuck it.
I look like a fucking milk bottle.
I don't think they're making that round, are they? You've definitely got to. I'll tell you what, I'm definitely an 8-pinter. You've got to be at least a 6-pinter.
Oh yeah, I'm at least a 6-pinter. Let's go on down here. It's all the fucking Guinness I used to drink. That's a ding ding.
You haven't
so
drunk
I'm
Guinness for at
guessing
least, what,
We are
3
now-
years? How
we-
long does it take to come out of your body?
we are now at £401 bang on. Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Gary. So that whole
Gary, you're an absolute
401,
star.
that whole 401 minus about 30 quid in shipping, postage for all that is going to be sent over to the Just Giving tomorrow morning, and I'll put up screenshots and all that. So there we go. Well done,
Of our
everybody.
nips?
What?
Of our nips.
No, of
screenshots.
There's gotta be some sort of
the Just
screenshot.
Giving thing, so people have actually seen me doing it. So don't forget, folks. Not this Saturday, but the Saturday after. The lads over at the Saturday Vape Show is going to be doing a very similar auction to the one that we've been doing. On Monday, you've got the Laid Back Vape Show. That's this Monday coming. You've got the Laid Back Vape Show doing something similar as well, and it is all going to a very, very good cause. All of it's going to a very good cause. I can calm down now.
Yeah, relax.
He's chilled now.
Auction
Especially
stress.
now
the
I'm thinking
fuck-
about that Scott's wanking over us. It's good.
Good lad.
He's getting his cream tea out in Cornwall.
Auctions stress the fuck out of me. They always do. And this
We've
was
done
a
really
cha-
well. You've
this is-
sold things proper poorly, but still done it.
Oh, that was brilliant. So if there is any companies out there who wanted a marketing director, I'm sure he's going to be very good at the job.
So don't forget, folks, at the not next month, because again, Expo and me and Aidan are going to be drunk this time next month. But at the final Thursday of every month, apart from next month, there's going to be mini auctions, not as big as this, like 5-6 boxes, just to get slowly rid of all of that and all of that. So I've got some room for myself in this room again. That's the plan anyway. Once again, folks, well done. It's a community thing. That's what this is about.
I could also would you say a big shout out to Gaily Box as
Gaily
normal.
Box.
Steps up.
Gaily and Bunny
Gaily and
are
Bunny.
the best mods in the community.
Yep.
We are blessed.
We are blessed.
This was the least challenging wank I've ever had.
Aww.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It's not very often I sit down here real happy a man's wanking over me.
I know, it's quite reaffirming, isn't it?
Well, it could be. It could be half a lob on. Ladies and gentlemen, there is still, remember the GoFundMe page. And if you are watching on the replay, go and stick a couple of quid in there if you can afford it.
Yeah.
If not, find out where all the other auctions that are happening. The Saturday show on the 7th of October. And also this Monday on the Laid Back Vape Show. No, yeah, isn't it? The Laid Back
That is the
Vape
lead.
Show?
Is it lead back? Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So, I've done a quick count. This is 30 mods that went. There's another, I think it was something like 185 mods that are left in that box over there. There's another 50 mods in the cupboard next door. And then there's that shelf and that shelf. There's something like 300 mods still to go through. So, these end of month auctions, they're going to be running on for a good number of months. Put it that way. Good number of months.
Mick's just sent the postage cost over to you.
Oh, cheers, Mick. Cheers, Mick. Absolutely spot on. There we go. You're some man, Mick. You're some man. So yeah, that whole 401 into the bank account, because I don't think can you do it directly from PayPal? Can
I'm not
you?
quite sure.
Hold on.
I'm not quite sure.
Give
But
me-
again, people, thank you so much. It's a fantastic cause, and I've quite enjoyed the show as well. We've had a giggle along the way. I know you've got.
It's always a little bit hectic when we do the auction.
Yeah.
It's always a little bit hectic. And any questions, honestly, don't be afraid to put your questions again if I haven't read them out in next week's post bag, because do you know what? It's been a more important show than the post bag, and I love when you ask the questions, but this has all been for a great cause. And
Yeah, it
you know
has
what? It can be difficult sometimes to do the balancing act, especially when we're trying to keep an eye on chat and everything else. So I want to say thank you to everyone for thank you.
So, should we wrap up the show, fellas?
Penner? Mine looks like a bear.
Adam.
Really shocked there.
Adam, over to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, and I've said it multiple times throughout the night, right? Absolutely, absolutely commend, pat yourself on the back, because this community pulls together every single time. Every single time. I don't think there's ever been a time when we've been needed that we haven't pulled together. And I don't mean we as in us as a show. I mean everyone in chat. I mean everyone in everyone else's chat. I mean everyone on every live stream throughout the UK vaping community. If something needs doing, we do it. And that is amazing work. And you all deserve a massive, massive pat on the back. I've been slightly under the weather, so everything's been a little bit slow on the channel this week, but we are getting back to it very, very slowly. Ladies and gentlemen, I applaud every single one of you. Thank you, Gailey. Thank you, all the mods, for keeping us safe and warm. And don't forget, people on the replay, get your hand checks in. And fuck shit and monkey tits. I love the Queen. And you know
that's
what?
my line.
Wait, I will miss you, Dumbledore.
Oh yeah, Dumbledore's died, hasn't he?
Yeah, Michael Gambon, pneumonia as well. It was pneumonia that got him.
Yeah.
Fucking phenomenal actor, Michael Gambon.
You could tell that pneumonia was coming when he got that black hand thing.
Nah. Aidan, over to you.
Big love to everybody in chat. You have made the show as normal. Big love to Mick. He is one of the nicest people in vaping. I've spent many a time having a good old beer with him, and he's a lovely, lovely bloke. And thank you so much for everybody who's supporting him and his family. And our heart goes out to all of you and Louise's family. You're just a fantastic bunch of people. Thank you so much for the spanners who've kept us going along the way. It's been absolutely fantastic. Big love to you all, and good night.
And that was episode... Fuck off, phone. That was episode 350. Again, big thanks to Gaily Bops. Big thanks to Vapor Bunny, the spanners that kept everything going in chat because we kept drifting off on different topics and stuff. Big love to Mick. Big love to Mick. In fact, when this show goes down, that £401 will be scooted over from PayPal into the account. I'll put up a screenshot up so people can see it actually went in. To all the people that won the auctions, they will be split up because I don't want to just go to the post. There you go, there's 10, because he'll fucking hit me or something. So the first half will be sent out on Monday morning. The second half will be sent out on Wednesday morning. That way the poor postie not going to be lugging away 10 packages at the same time. Next week is the first one of October. And I think we're going to be chatting a little bit about Expo for all the people whose this is going to be their first time. So it's going to be a bit of an Expo special for the first one in October. That is it from us, folks. Big thanks for everyone.
Just before you go, Vic, make sure you check out the Saturday show. They'll tell you what auction prizes are coming up and stuff like that. And I think they're doing it where they buy a raffle ticket, isn't it?
I think it's a raffle they're doing, yeah.
Yeah, so it's where they raffle it. So make sure you check out the Saturday show. And also on Monday, make sure you check out the Laid Back Vape show as well. Yep. They're going to be doing stuff as well.
Yeah.
And that's it from us. Big thanks to everyone. We'll see you all next week. Bye.
Good night. Piss flaps.
And we are...